live. I've only got the Twitch chat up, so Tim, you might have to keep an eye on the actual stream itself.
Yeah, boy.
Just make sure.
We're definitely live.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Live.
Let me, create a dashboard. Cool. Yeah, that looks all good. Right, anything that anybody needs to do before we get started?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, the thing Dunlo just pointed out on WhatsApp.
I will go and get a drink while Simon debates his life choices. That's brought him to today. BRB.
That's not me. I don't know how to fix that.
Yeah, I don't know how to turn that off.
That's a big rip right there. Big rip.
It's kind of like you're just rubbing it in.
Oh, wait, I think I've... Can I get rid of that?
You can if you click on the overlay button.
Campaign selection. MRS. Oh, okay.
Man, that Pikachu's giving me the eye.
Right, see if that's see if
so
that's
fat.
changed it.
Yeah,
I
it
don't know
has,
how you get it up.
You just like mouse over it, I think.
Yeah, that's updated on the.
Oh yeah, that's
Switch.
updated.
Cool. All right. I don't know. I mean, it's just there, I suppose. Awesome. Cool. Well, once Danilo gets back, we'll make a start, and then I'll just do the regular intro that we normally do, and then yeah. Wait, what's happened now?
Oh, so his camera's gone off.
Oh yeah, hang on, I'll be back in a sec.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking murder you.
What's happened?
I'm
it's-
plugging.
Oh, Simon ruined it all. He's ruined the whole thing.
I'm now Danilo, and I couldn't feel better about my life right now.
Oh.
See, this is what I mean, though. There's got to be. Surely it's not. There's got to be a better way. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. If only we knew.
If only, eh? If only.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey, there you go.
Nice.
Lovely stuff. Cool. Right. Well, Si, you can just future Si, you can cut all of that stuff out. We don't need any of that.
Future Sai is happy to do that.
Cool. Hello and welcome back to Dungeons, Dice and Deeds. We've been away for ages, largely because I needed a break because I was losing my damn mind doing it week to week because it's just too much for a mere mortal like me. So we're back. We are going to be hopefully switching to just doing this fortnightly. So in my head, whether or not it ends up being this way, but in my head, the way that it will end up being is that we record maybe on the Saturday, if that's a good day for everybody to do it. Following Saturday, it goes up. Saturday after that, we stream again, and then so on and so forth. That way, it's a little bit more or a little bit less of a lead time, as we have only recently found out that an episode from November 26th actually was lost, and we only now found out that it did go missing. So yeah, so that was
R.I.P.
that was funny. So a couple of things just at the top. We do have technically a new character with us. New. So Sai is playing someone else. I
So forget everything you loved about that last character in one episode.
I mean, can anybody even remember him? Because I can't. What was his name?
He had a great accent.
Reread.
I just deleted him, so I can't really say much about him.
Wow.
Was his name Greg? I thought it was Greg.
No, Gideon. That
Oh,
Ah.
Gimpian. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, that's why he left. It's the bullying.
So that's one thing that's changed. At the top as well, Tim, if you would like to discuss our social media platforms as our social media manager.
Hello, yes. So if you aren't already following us, you can follow us on Instagram at Dungeons, Dice and Dudes, where we post occasionally about what's going on, some behind the scenes stuff. We also have Twitter as well, which is linked to the Instagram. I've in the chat speaking. Which is just Dice and Dudes, Dice_Dudes. And that's our Twitter. That's a bit less active because I don't know how to use Twitter. I need lessons. But Instagram is for sure where it's at.
It is a mystery that eludes most of us.
Yeah. What's going on with that?
Yeah. To follow that up, though, as we do have a podcasting empire, our sister podcast is represented by Danilo. If you would like to explain what that is, my dude.
Hello, everybody. This is Danilo, host of Thinking Critically, a D&D discussion. I know how to use Twitter, so I think we need to use some kind of knowledge transfer, cross-platform pollination thing to happen.
Yeah.
But it is not an actual play podcast. It is a discussion podcast where we take a single word or idea and discuss what that means within the 5e framework. In fact, we've had Simon, Tim, and our glorious host Nathan as guests so far. Episode dropped yesterday, Archetypes, which is really proud of that one. Came out really good. Lots of useful things in that. So give it a listen, please. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and the other ones that you can do. Heart symbol.
Smash that like button.
Yeah.
Hit the bell to get notified.
That's the one. Thank you. Oh,
Yeah.
That
It's
was
a big one.
turtlenecking, and I just couldn't. I just couldn't get it out.
Wow, what a
yeah, that's
return
it.
to form for us.
That's it. Boom. That's
This is how it's
it-
always been.
improvisation, gentlemen.
Yeah. Yes, it is very good. It's one of, because I watch Critical Role, I don't have much time in my life to watch other things, but that's like one of the few other podcasts that I actually listen to. It's
Thanks.
top tier. Yes, if you are watching this, we do already have the previous episodes up, I believe. Pretty sure we are up to date. So you can either listen to them. Well, actually, George and Sai, could you possibly explain to people where they could listen or watch this wonderful entertainment?
Yeah. Sorry to correct you off the bat. There's one more episode of the previous chapter that needs to go up.
You're fired.
The one that leads into the one that got lost. So I should be putting that up around about Friday before day before this one goes up, just to get everyone up to date. However, if you do want to listen to that absolute mess and subscribe and maybe not get them at a consistent rate, it's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, and about 4 other platforms it's available to listen to. But the lovely George will tell you where you can watch that hideous thing.
Hey, so if you do want to get a head start on it, episode 9, which is the one before this one, the one that's coming out next Friday, is up on the YouTube for Dungeons, Dice and Dudes. Just go ahead and search that on YouTube. You should be able to find it there. And it's also got our entire back catalogue up until episode 9. So that's all hot to trot and good to go. So do subscribe on the YouTube if you prefer to watch these things.
On the YouTube.
Or watch it on Twitch. It's up to you.
Yeah. So if you're watching it on Twitch, it's normally going to be ahead of where you might have been, and it's kind of a bit more raw, uncut sort of thing. So I think that takes care of most housekeeping. As we said, there was an episode that we unfortunately lost, but the gist of that was the party had a fight, and then they went into a canyon, and then that's kind of it in a nutshell. So you really didn't miss too much. Also, in terms of the overall story, we are currently at session 29. So we're a fair ways into it. I think all of you, apart from George, are level 9 or level 10 now.
9.
9.
Cool.
10, baby. 10.
Cool. Right. I think that's all housekeeping done. Is there anything else that anybody can think of that we need to mention? No. As always with these sort of things, if anybody could let us know that the audio sounds good and all that sort of stuff, I can try and tweak it as we go. But for the most part, I won't be really reading chat too much because I've got to manage the stream and DM. Cool. Right. Enough of that shit. In the last session. Oh, actually, Danilo, do you mind sticking some music in the old Discord for me?
Almost forgot about my other job.
I know. I'm putting a lot on you. I'm sorry. But you can do it without like the.
Yeah, that shouldn't throw off your stream.
It has, but I think you can like hide the video for it.
If you right click and show and click hide, unclick show non-video participants or hide non-video participants, that will get rid of the Discord one, the bot.
Oh, nah, because that gets rid of me as well.
Ah, it does. Should have done this earlier on. I apologise.
Nah, that's all right. What to do?
We can do without Tim.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he's pretty, basic.
Yeah, just have my arm in there.
Just shuffle to the left.
Nah, I should be able to pretty quickly fix this.
Just crouch a little bit, Tim. Come on.
What a false. What a false.
Hold that for 4 hours, surely.
Right. Okay. Bear with me. Uno momento. Whilst I just quickly tweak it. It's not the end of the world.
Broke my back.
Oh god, did you just have a Twitch streaming related injury that wasn't your fault?
I think so.
You can't sue me. I don't actually employ you.
That's true.
Oh, you guys are getting paid for this?
You're getting paid for this?
Right. Okay. That'll do, and then I'll have to quickly tweak it on the other thing as well. But thank you for doing the music, my dude. Right. In the last session, seamless, fucking professionals. The group had began traveling to Monilum, and as part of this, travelled through the Gilded Forest. After a day of rather uneventful travel, the group set down for the night. Throughout the night, Owain saw someone crouched over like an animal or of some description, startled it, and it ran off into the brush, but didn't follow. Kind of was just like, sure, it's nothing. However, when it was Sabine's turn to take watch, she was set upon by a small goblin that had taken issue with being spied on. And after a brief standoff, the goblin, Styx, offered to guide the group the rest of the way for a small fee. It's early. Dubious about the goblin, but confident in being able to handle him, the group shared breakfast with him before heading out the next morning. However, whilst trying to find some food and some wood, Ulrich managed to get entangled in a shambling mound. The group eventually managed to take it and another one down, now with a bit more of a respect for these woods, and began venturing into the Madeline Valley. As they progressed, they started to see signs of broken wagons, carts, bones. Immediately suspicious, Sabine spotted what looked like a large head and fingers peeking from behind some rocks. After trying to get the others' attention, it had disappeared. And that is where we start.
If I may jump in and say, who the hell is Owain, Simon? Could you tell me as a human being?
Yeah.
Who is
Whilst
this
I
new person?
tweak the audio.
Last time you were a fluffy boy, weren't you?
Well,
What happened to
I know
the-
we're trying to keep it congruent, but I need to know who
Yeah.
he is so I can
what happened to the
talk to
fluffer?
him.
yeah, I'm not sure who this fluffy person you're thinking of is, because Owen's been with you this whole time.
Of course, I know.
Yep.
Sorry.
Just to refresh your memory,
Seamless.
I know the last episode kind of got lost. What you'd be looking at is a tallish half-elf male, so just under 6 feet. Like most elves and half-elves, he's got quite a slight build. He doesn't look like a traditional elf or half-elf, as he has black hair and white, very, very, very white skin. And then upon getting closer, you notice that his eyes are actually silver. So those of you with any geographical knowledge know that he's an elf from the east. And that part of the realm. Similarly to Frederick, he's wearing the same colours. So he's wearing a teal blue robe and what can only be described as a turtleneck. And then the closer you get, you notice that the knitting is actually very, very fine chainmail, which looks silver, but in the light also shines teal. He's also wearing a very similar amulet to what Frederick and Mordethus used to wear. So you recognise that as the symbol of the Seldarine pantheon.
And what class are you?
Warcleric.
Okay, thank you. That's what I was
that
wondering
much
about.
is obvious, as you
Yeah.
can see his book of healing spells and a huge warhammer strapped to his back.
Nice.
Love a
Thank
good
you.
hammer.
Seldarine Pantheon. Is that?
Mhm.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Something you should be very well. Something you would have heard a lot about from your last couple of companions.
And is it Owain? Is it?
What? How could you guess? Yeah, Owain.
Oh,
It's like-
Wayne.
Yeah, is it like Owain or like Owain?
Um,
Oh,
Owain.
Wayne. Like 2 Chains.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you're trying to think of how to pronounce it, just say 2 chains in your head first, and then change it to Owain.
There you go. Perfect.
And then he probably would have told you this already. And like most half-elves from the east, he has a double-barreled surname. So his full name is Owain Kellum Yarn.
You tell him.
Soldier boy, tell him.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Hello.
That's okay.
Right, we're in the
We're-
rock
we're-
canyon. Thank you.
We're back in the room.
Zoom.
So, I can't remember if Sabine shared that she'd seen these things or not. I think she had.
Yeah, I think so. I think you had seen it. You'd kind of turned back to be like, guys, there's something over there, and then when you turned back around, it had disappeared.
Okay, that's weird. I thought it was right there. I thought I saw that. Did anybody else see that?
George, or Sabine rather, as you kind of turn back round from behind, do you all have Roll20 open, by the way?
It's
Yeah.
coming.
Yes.
Cool. So Sabine, from just around about here,
Oh,
Can you
just
see that?
check. Just log in through.
Alright. I'll give you all a second.
Those are some nice rocks.
Thank you. It was based on someone else's map, and I just recreated it, so I didn't have to credit them.
Nice.
Community.
Hey, imitation is the highest form of flattery, mate. You know.
Yep. Try telling creatives that they're fucking they got ya.
All right, yeah, I am on. Oh, these are some nice rocks. Okay, yeah, I see it.
All right, yeah. So right around here,
Mhm.
as you've kind of turned back round, you see a massive boulder come flying over the top of it towards you. Does a natural 20 hit?
Before
So
it hits, can Sabine just go? I had a dream like this once.
so
Oh fuck.
yeah, this isn't gonna be pretty. I didn't mean to start this way.
You're just usually yeeting a
I'm
rock
gonna-
in your face.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge whatever, if I can, whatever's coming my way, just as a if I can, that is. But we'll see.
You can. Okay. Oh no, that's actually pretty bad.
Yeah, well, I've got 8
Rocky.
temporary hit points before we even
Yeah.
started, so.
You take 56 points of bludgeoning damage.
Christ. Pre-halved or already halved?
No. Halved down to 20. What is that? That's 28. As this massive boulder, which for the most part is like your entire torso and head, it just comes careening into you. I also need you to make a strength saving throw for me.
Listen, we've been going for like 2 minutes and you're already almost killing
I-
Sabine. Like,
I rolled a natural 20. What do you want from me? I can't.
That's a 13, so I doubt that's going to save whatever you
Okay, so as the boulder hits you, you just immediately feel your legs buckle and you just like slam into the ground. I need you all to roll initiative for me.
Fuck's sake.
Am I prone now?
Yeah,
Or
you
something?
start off prone. Yeah.
oh, it tells me that you've rolled initiative. That's cool.
Yeah, they're all linked. It's all linked now. If you're in the campaign, you can see everybody's rolls.
Nice.
Right.
I'm also
Okay.
using the Rime of the Frost Maiden dice in D&D Beyond, and it's they're
Ooh.
quite cool.
Hot.
Quite fancy.
Okay. Well, that started off worse than I thought it would. It's fine. It's fine. You'll all live. I hope.
You sound so convincing.
Okay, so 25 to 20.
22.
Yeah, I got nat 20.
So what's the total number?
Yeah.
Oh shit. 22.
So
Oh.
Quinn, Owen, you got
Is-
Owain, got the same. Who's got the higher dex?
Oh no, sorry, 21. 21.
21.
Yes.
So that is
21.
Quinn,
Too fast. Fast as fuck, boy.
Owain. I need to roll for sticks as well.
Dicks.
Damn.
Damn, girl.
Buddha.
15 to 20.
Hey. I got 18.
Cool. Sabine. Okay, and then Ulrich pulling up the rear.
I got 14.
Okay, not too bad, just not as good as everybody else.
Oh, hang on. I forgot. I've got advantage on initiative. Apologies.
That's where you roll lower.
Yeah, 14's fine.
That'll do.
Right, where's Sticks
Oh,
gone?
bloody 4.
There he is.
Christ.
Okay, wow, cool. Cool, right, so let me just pull up this, and I might have to do a little bit of tweaking. Yep, that is absolutely fine, Tim. Discord, push that over.
Why does it hate me? Like, what have I done?
It's just because of where the music is on Discord. There you go, see? Fine, not the end of the world. Cool. Okay, so yeah, so just from behind here, you can just see the top of a rather large, kind of pale grey looking giant with these big bulbous eyes and big round head. Very much, very similar to like something out of Attack on Titan. Just weirdly proportioned body, long, gangly arms and legs. Yeah, it just looks gross. But
We're
you
thinking,
see,
like Bloodborne, that kind of vibe.
yes. Cool. But first up is Styx. He is going to immediately hide behind Owen.
Owain.
Owain.
Owain, baby.
So he's just going to get up behind you.
Okay. Owain notices this and kind of casts his shield across his body and kind of takes a defensive stance.
Is that like a defensive stance, like protecting him, or like, what the fuck are you doing behind me, you piece of shit?
No, just kind of like getting in the way of him, but also kind of brushing him aside because he is not my priority. But you got to protect.
Okay, well, he's going to... Yeah, attempt... Meh, it's okay. Right.
What's his name? Styx.
Yeah, Styx. Styx.
Like the river.
No, like the things that you find in the woods.
Fuck off.
Right. Okay, that's not too bad. Cool. That's all he's going to do. Right, next up, Quinn, it is your turn.
Okay. Where's my boy? Who am I standing next to? That must be Ulrich, right?
Yeah, you got Ulrich just to your right.
In which case, I will put my hand on his shoulder and say, "Tally ho, my good friend," and cast haste on him.
Hey!
Oh, damn.
Hell yeah.
Hit him with a haste, mate.
So yeah, Ulrich, you just feel this like sudden surge of adrenaline pulse through your body, and you immediately feel far quicker than you normally are, because pretty
I'm a
quick.
Slow fuck.
What are you on about? You've got like fucking aggressive. I think
That's true.
with haste and this, you've got like 120 feet of movement or something.
Bruh.
Fucking hell.
And then I move over there, out the line of sight of this thing.
Cool.
Zipping around like fucking Sonic over here.
Cool beans.
That's me.
All right. Owain.
Okay.
It's never not going to be funny to me.
So, 2 Chains snaps his fingers and will cast Crusader's Mantle.
Mm-hmm.
Holy power has begun to radiate from me in a 30-foot radius. It is advised that as a non-hostile creature, you stay within that 30 feet of me, so you can deal an extra 1d4 damage, of radiant damage. Then what I want to do is run over to fuck, I forgot her name, Sabine,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of take a protective stance over her. Fuck, I fuck that up. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Yeah, I wasted my bonus action. Yeah, just run over to her and kind of stand over her, between her and the big bald thing.
Okay. Cool. All right. So you kind of run up, still with like bits of broken rubble on top of her, like a little bit of blood like out of the nose. Like,
It's just like Sabine's just like, did you see that shit?
Yeah, Owain's not one for lifting stuff. He can protect, but he won't get you out of some rubble. That's your deal.
Cool. So, as you kind of take this defensive stance, you see ahead of you this massive hulking giant just kind of comes out from the side, and it's just as it like reaches into the cliff face, pulls out this massive boulder and just yeets it at you. Let's do a different dice just so I don't crit you again.
No, fuck off.
So that's a 32 to hit with a natural 20.
So we all rolling new characters. Yeah.
Is that on me?
Yeah, I picked up another. I picked up another dice.
Fucking hell.
The dice gods.
What would you say if I said that didn't hit?
I would say that how are you a secret Tarask?
Yeah, it does it.
Okay. So hopefully it rolls low. Okay. So that is. Jesus Christ. That's 72 points of bludgeoning damage.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Jesus God.
Please kill him, Nathan. Please.
I just want to right. So first of all, it's 4d10 of damage, but it rolled 2 7s, a 9, and a 10, and then it's critted as well. So you're just getting really, really unlucky. And this is only
Okay,
a hard encounter.
I have 1 hit point left.
Bruh.
Okay.
Could you make a stroke saving throw for me?
Why?
I need a fucking biscuit. I need a
You'll be
biscuit.
on the floor with Sabine.
Oh my fucking god. 11.
I'm not
11. So, Sabine, as you see Owain stand in front of you, shield out, do you have like a mace or something?
No, I just had my shield. There's a hand on my warhammer, but
Cool. So he takes this defensive stance, and you're like, okay, it's not too bad. And you immediately see a big shadow come flying towards Owain as he gets smashed into you, and you're now lying on top of each other. Cool. Sabine, it's your turn.
Shit the bed. Sabine's just gonna roll Owain off of her. And she's just gonna fucking bolt. She's out there. Yeah, she's because I've not got anything that I can. Yeah, I've got no healing stuff on me. I'm sorry, mate. So yeah, she's gonna. Obviously, that will be coming from prone. So how does that affect distance now?
So it just halves your movement to get up from prone.
Would that also half a uncanny dodge as an action, or would that be normal?
Uncanny dodge? Do you mean like dash or something like that?
That's it. Yeah, dash.
No. So it'd be half your movement to get up, and then that'd move you 15 feet, I think. And then you'd have another 30 feet if you use your
Cool.
thing.
So what? Sabine's gonna go 5, 10.
So you'd be off the map essentially.
Oh, okay. These I'll just put myself back there. These kind of like trees there's no like, are they climbable? Are they?
They, given that you're in like the kind of middle of a canyon, they don't look incredibly stable. You might be able to get up there, but you just have to be a little bit cautious not to fall from some of the dry branches.
Okay, cool. Sabine's gonna just move back then, actually. So 5, 10. She's gonna stay. Did you say it was 30 feet we had to stay inside for the extra damage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Sabine's gonna move back there then, and then she's gonna go ahead.
Hang on a sec. Oh yeah, no. I thought that might be a concentration spell, but it's not.
Lovely, jubbly.
Cool.
So she's going to move back there using... Actually, I don't even think she needs to use the bonus for that, because that'll be 5, 10, 15. She'll just get to there. So I'm not going to use my cunning action as bonus. What I will use my bonus action for is use Second Wind.
Cool. Yep.
And boost that little bad boy, give myself a bit of extra. She's kind of going to just get distance, roll them off, take a big deep breath and go, fuck, get some health back. That's actually pretty decent. That's 13 points added.
Nice.
And then 2 attacks. She's going to go ahead for... She's going to go for Ray of Sickness.
Yep.
And then for a longbow shot as well on the fucker.
If you're using the attack action, you have to do 2 attacks, or you do a spell.
It has to be 2 of the same.
Yep. Well, one or the other. Either you take
Could
2
it
attacks.
Could be cantrip and a spell?
No. No, unless well, because you've already used your bonus action, so it would just be a spell.
Okay.
Yeah, this is where multi-classing between fighter and spellcaster becomes a little bit difficult.
She'll go for 2 longbow shots then instead.
Cool.
So, first one is a 20 to hit,
Yep, 20 hits.
and second one is... Oh, thank you. Cheers. Just doing the maths in my head. 17 to hit.
17 just hits.
Cool. Alright, let's go for 2 damages on there.
All right.
Right.
There you go.
So it'll be
You've got this, guys. You've got this. It's easy mode.
I guess there won't be any sneak or any bonuses to that.
No, he's very aware of where you are.
Very aware. That's
Blood trail from you.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 15 on the dice
Mm-hmm.
on both attacks, plus 2 on ones. That takes it to 17, and then 23 points in total with the added D4 of damage on the 2 shots.
And your modifier?
I added that to one of them, so that was all together added up 23.
So
Makes sense.
modifier plus the first roll, second roll plus the modifier, D4. Is that, yeah?
Yeah, 23 total.
23 in total. Perfect.
So Sabine just like rolls him off, pegs it back, takes a big deep breath, gets a bit of health back, and then just 2 shots at it, just like fuck it.
Cool. So you fire them off, and you see they sink into its arm, and it reacts. It reacts. Just cool. Right. That is the end of your turn. It is the other giant's turn.
Other.
What? Right.
Cool. So Owain is still down. So this one as it steps out. Is going to huck a rock at you, Ulrich. 5, 10, 15.
Don't forget you got some bonuses for this.
Mm-hmm.
Is there? That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 55. Just outside of its range, so it will have disadvantage. So there you go. That's something.
You should be good then. You should be good.
Yeah. Right.
What does haste give me again? Is it 2 to my armor class?
It's 2 to your AC and advantage on dex saves.
There you go. 2. So it hucks
drop it all.
the rock and it just falls short and it smashes into the ground in front of you and all the bits of rubble kind of roll to your feet. It doesn't look too perturbed. It's
I just like huck a real big spit and like spit on the rock.
all right. We've all seen Lord of the Rings, mate.
Thank you for getting it.
Cool. Right. That is the end of its go. See, they're not too bad. Come on,
Please
guys,
don't
we've
want
got
to
this.
hiding in the trees.
All right, Ulrich, it is now your turn.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm just zip around like a zippy orc.
Great
Yeah,
vernacular there.
Thanks. I've been working on that. I'm gonna get to about here. Face this boy. So with my haste, it's an extra action.
Yes.
And then because I have 2 attacks per action, if I throw my javelin and then close into melee range and attack him with my short sword, I assume I only get 3 attacks altogether.
Yeah, it's 3 in total for the round, yeah.
Because I wouldn't get 4 because I've thrown the javelin unless I did it just with a short sword.
You're only ever going to get 3.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
Fuck,
Well,
look, 3 attacks, mate. All right, that's a lot.
Yeah, no, I was just making sure I got it right on my head, isn't it? Cool. So I chucked my javelin at the this boy here,
Yep.
and pop the button on it as well to activate.
What's the recharge on that?
There's 1 charge, and has it been a day?
It's still the same day as you guys fighting the Shambling Mounds when you healed it with the lightning.
Until the next dawn. Has it been a dawn?
No, because it's the same day.
Okay, cool. Fuck. In that case, I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna skirt round
Skirt.
to being behind him.
Cool. And now that you're actually up close to this, you probably get up to about its kneecap.
Oh, it's a big boy.
Oh yeah, they're proper stone giants. They ain't
Jeez.
small.
Jeez.
Maybe closer
and
to
I'm
his
just gonna-
mid-thigh.
Mid-thigh. Can I see his... No, that would be rude.
You can.
Oh!
Just see a stone hang down.
Yeah,
Insane.
you could hang from it.
What about if I aim for his schlong?
I mean, for flavor, it looked great. You wouldn't get any extra damage.
Okay. All right, I will recklessly attack him 3 times. Oh god!
What's that? 2 natural 20s?
A natural 1 and a 3 for the first hit. So it's +9, so that's a 12. I assume that doesn't hit.
That unfortunately misses. This is with the short sword, yeah?
Yeah, with the short sword. We'll try again. That's better. That is a 20 something to hit. 26 to hit.
That hits.
fantastic. Can we just roll a bit of damage? Oh man, not
So the
rolling
first
D12.
one, as you're normally used to dealing with bigger weapons, and you kind of just misjudge it and just kind of go wide. Second one, though, you stab it inwards.
That's it. That is 8 points of damage.
All right.
And the third and final hit is a 25 to hit.
Hits again. So pull the blade out, slash across.
And that is a 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
I want to, as the bonus action, I completely forgot. I would like to rage.
All right. Well, at least you get the resistances after this, but yeah, you just miss out on a little bit of damage. But yeah, after you kind of,
Good points, yeah.
as you start slashing into it and the blood starts to spray across your face, you start feeling this. It's weird because you're already like super pumped, but now you're like fucking yoked. You just start like you can hear your teeth grinding against each other. You can start feeling the foam coming out the sides of your mouth. All right.
Buzz on.
Got
Real
rabies.
buzz.
Yeah.
Okay. That is anything else? Movement.
No, that's
action?
all of the stuff I can do. I've probably got more movement, but I'm gonna sit here.
Cool.
And soak up
Back.
some damage.
Back to the top. Styx, seeing that Quinn is the only one that doesn't seem to be in an absolute shit show, is just gonna run over. I'm pretty sure he had an Australian accent, so he's just, "Oi, fuckhead," and then just book it over to you. 5, 10, 15.
You've come to join the sensible people. Yes.
And he just tucks in behind you. And it's just like, go, get him, take him out, make him disappear or something. Fuck. And he's going to,
Bardically inspire me with that.
oh god, what happened there? Okay. All right. He feels pretty confident that you can protect him.
Fool.
Okay. So yeah, so you feel him kind of almost like behind like your like waist and leg, just kind of like skirt around and like start peeking. He doesn't have the range. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, he does actually. He's going to take a shot as he pulls out like this bow and arrow, but it literally is. It looks like one of the shittiest like couple of twigs like roped together sort of thing. And then just like his arrows are just again sticks, but have just got like bits of broken glass on the end of them. Super like fucking weird, like Rambo style. He's going to take a shot at the giant on the right. And unfortunately, that just kind of scatters off of one of the rocks. It's like, I helped. And that's it. That's the end of his turn. Quinn, it is now your turn.
How far away is that one on the rock? Was it like 65 or 70, this one?
Yeah, from you, I think 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. About 50 feet from you.
Okay. I haven't really got a lot of good stuff. So I'm gonna cast Blink.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, of
Son of
course
a
you
bitch.
are. The return.
Return character.
Yeah, that's me. That's my action.
Nice.
So I will now roll my d20 in my.
Oh,
dice
let's see how this goes.
tower. Oh, actually, before I do that, I'll move to like there, and then I'll do it.
All right.
17.
Hey.
I'm out of there. I'll
So-
protect you.
So you like turn around, be right back, start running away, and just. It's oh, what the fuck?
It's what I do.
Cool, right. Owain,
Okay.
you are dazed and confused with rubble all over you, blood pouring out your ears.
Getting to my feet, or struggling to get to my feet, I just clutch my holy symbol and pray to the beautiful Sayanin whilst casting Cure Wounds on myself at 5th level.
Simp.
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet.
He's going to take another rock to the face.
So I've regained 30 points, 30 hit points.
Nice.
So hopefully no one goes down. And then are we counting each square as a 5? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so I'm going to go to...
Fucking banging.
4, and I'll cast Chill Touch on this here giant.
You want to cast a spell, haven't you?
Oh,
Yeah, if you healed yourself.
yeah. Oh, fuck, I can't even use that as a bonus.
I really need to fix my spells.
Oh, okay, what I'll do instead is, on my bonus action, cast Spiritual Weapon next to Big Boy and attack it with that.
Cool.
But you already cast a spell? Sorry?
Yeah, but Spiritual Weapon is bonus action.
But you already cast a full-on spell, right?
Yeah.
You can only cast one spell per turn. The other one has to be a cantrip. In neither of those are cantrips.
Yeah, I think the idea of it is it'd be like an attack and a bonus action. Cast
Yeah, like
spiritual
Misty
weapon.
Step. Something, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you can only-
In
essentially,
that
you can only
case-
spend a spell slot a turn. That's it.
Okay. I'll just hide where you disappeared and kind of do the John Travolta meme.
Oh, you're like inside of me in a different way.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm trying to make our characters bond and be close, and this is the only way I know how.
I feel like this is just going to spark the hatred of your character. It's like,
In fact, he's
gonna
he's
try and
done
get
himself
into
a
me.
disservice because the reason
Yeah.
I hated Frederick was because of this whole Seldarine cuckery, and this guy is like the V2.0. So I absolutely already don't like you.
right. Okay. End of your go.
No,
The
that's it, yeah.
the stone giant that Ulrich was attacking is going to turn round and just scream into your face. Lots of spittle, which for you is like a heavy rain.
Purple rain.
So yeah, so he's gonna just turn around as you are the main threat to it at the moment, and it's gonna take 2 swings with its great club with advantage.
Oh yeah, with advantage, but you've got +2 AC. Don't forget.
Damn straight.
That's a good thing it had advantage, but I don't know if that hits. That's a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, that hits. Rolled a natural 1, so good thing it had advantage. And then a 21 as well.
You know what, Nathan? I don't like you anymore. We're not friends.
That's all right. I get that a lot being a DM.
Dear.
Okay, so you suffer.
It's fine. I am raging though, so it's all good.
Yeah, exactly. You're fine, mate.
Nothing but a peanut.
So that's 14 reduced to 7.
Nothing, mate. Nothing.
And 16 reduced to 8. As it just
Easy.
starts smacking this big... It is essentially just a tree trunk. Just smacking it into you. And you're kind of bracing yourself, putting your arms up. And normally it would be the sort of thing that would like... You like maybe possibly fracture a bone or something. But just with the sheer adrenaline pulsing through you, almost creates like a buffer effect for your muscles. Nice. Okay.
Ripples off.
That is the end of its turn. Sabine, you are up.
Hello. This rock face to the right of Sabine, is it like quite tall? Like how high is it?
Yeah, so the rock face here is probably about 30 feet high.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sabine's just gonna 5, 10. She wants to just hug the wall, like to almost stay in cover. Kind of, I'm guessing she's seen the rock that's flown from like above the rock face, so she knows there's something up there. So she's basically going to try and hug the rock face and stay out of sight of that boy there, who's up top.
Yep.
And then, is it, how close have I got to be to side to get the extra damage again? Is it 30 feet?
Yeah.
Still doing that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's
How long does that last?
That is up to a minute.
Right.
But I guess from where Sabine is, she wouldn't be within range of you, and she's not going to risk coming out of cover just to get a little bit of extra damage, I don't think. Yeah, probs not. Cool. So Sabine's going to park herself there, and she's going to go for some shots at the boy that Ulrich's with. Question, DM. Because I've got 2 attacks per action, can one of them be longbow, one of them be a cantrip or spell? Or is it one or the other of those? Just to
So if you take the attack action, you do that twice.
Okay, but it has to be the same type of action.
Yeah, yeah. Essentially.
You could do like a longbow and a short sword, but you couldn't mix it with a cantrip. No.
Yeah.
Okay, and I couldn't go cantrip and spell either.
You could do that if one of those is a bonus action.
Ooh. I don't believe it would be. So what we're going to do today is we're just going to stick with the longbow. So she's just going to nail 2 shots at Shaboy.
Also, Owain, whenever you're back, Crusader's Mantle is a concentration, so I need you to make a con check at some point.
That is concentration, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's got to roll like 30
a lot.
to
A
beat.
lot.
I got on that one.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's dropped.
Oh, poor Simon. He's wrapped himself in like a comfort blanket, just like you know.
He's rocking back and forth by the end of this
Right.
podcast.
Sorry, Sabine.
5 points of damage first go. What the fuck? Yeah, so I'm gonna go for 2 shots in the longbow and sneak attack on the first one. I'm guessing if it hits, obviously.
Yes, because Ulrich is within 5 feet.
I'm all up in it.
Okay.
Business.
So first shot is a 22 to hit,
22 hits.
and the second one is a 23 to hit.
Nice. Yeah, both hit.
All right, let's put some damage on the table. So I'll go for the first one. That's 8. Was the full damage plus 2 modifier.
Okay.
10 maths. I'll do the sneak attack now. Which I think should be still. Yeah. It's another 10 in total. No. Yeah, 10 in total. So it's 10 from the sneak. So that's 20 on the first hit.
Mm-hmm.
Then second hit will be not as hot. Just 3, because there's no modifiers, no sneak attacks, right?
What? On the second attack action?
Yeah.
It'd be whatever the damage die is, and then your modifier.
Oh, okay.
If you get 2 attacks in one action.
Yeah. So that'd be 25 across both shots on Shaboy.
Wait, so what was the last one?
It was a 3 on the dice plus 2 modifier damage wise.
Cool.
25 total.
All
Yeah,
right.
Sabine just kind of slinkily kind of just glides along this back wall and just on the boy who is engaged with Ulrich.
Cool. So you kind of pushing up against the rock face as much as you can, kind of fire these 2 arrows, and they kind of hit into its lower leg, and just it's not happy. It's not happy.
I wouldn't be either.
Okay. It is now the other giant's turn. Right, so okay. Seeing Ulrich getting in his mate's grill, he's gonna huck a rock at you. Also with advantage.
Nah. That's not how it works.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, if you say so.
Kind of the
Remember your
mechanics of the
AC.
gameplay, right?
My AC is so low at the moment. 'Cause I don't have,
So that's
any armor on them.
22 to hit.
Yep.
Yep. So that is... It's not a crit, though, so it's not going to do the mad amount of damage that it did last time.
Peanut, mate. Nothing but.
Okay. So that's 22 down to 11.
Yeah, nothing, mate.
As a massive boulder slams into the side of you. I need you to make a strength saving throw for me.
Yeah.
No advantage on that, I'm afraid.
That's okay. I have plenty of the strength. Why did I say that? Why
What was
say
it?
those words? I rolled a 2, which is plus 9, so 11.
Do you get advantage because you're raging?
Oh,
Yes.
hell yeah.
With
Fucking
a
dick.
saving throw?
Sorry, it's been a while. That's a 4. So plus 9, 13. Yeah? Yeah? Maybe?
Nah. So as you as you're already like taking these blows from the top, your legs are already kind of weakened a little bit, and combine that with this unnatural like jittery nature kind of happening through them. You're not expecting a massive boulder to completely sideswipe you, and you get knocked prone.
Those dice are going in the dice jail.
Okay,
More dice.
but it's your turn, so
Yay!
so at least you know you won't get annihilated on your next turn.
So I'm prone right now.
You're prone right now, yeah.
Okay, but it's fine because I just get up and still have loads of movement. I don't need to go anywhere, so yeah, I'll just continue with my full frontal assault on the boy in front of me. Recklessly again, as always.
Of course.
And I am raging now, so I get extra damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's more like it. That is a 28 to hit for the first one.
28 hits.
And damage is 6 as well. Yes, please. So that is 11 plus 3, 14 points of damage on the first hit.
Nice.
Next shot coming in. That is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 13 points of damage.
Cool.
And third and final hit is a 24 to hit.
Also hits.
And that is a little bit less, but still fine. 10 points of damage.
10.
That's some flavour. Very.
Yeah, so you just start kind of madly just swinging side to side, and you can see that you're actually starting to like carve into the flesh of this giant's leg, and it's starting to kind of like buckle a little on the one leg.
Nice. Carving some turkey.
All right.
Yeah, that's the end of my go. I got nothing left.
It's Styx's turn. As he's been left alone, and once again, there's only one person in front of him. He's gonna move up to. Actually, no, he's not gonna move up to Owain. He just kind of runs past and's like, "Fuck you! I'll take my chances." So that's 5, 15, 20,
Owen Mars on his breath.
25, 30. Okay, and he's going to attempt to shoot the giant that you're in with. That's a lot better. So that hits, and then he gets a whole load of sneak attack damage.
Sabine, have you been the one shooting the one up here on the ridge, or the one in front of everybody?
Oh no, the one on the bridge is like
Untouched.
fine. No
He's
one
untouched.
has gone near him
Fine.
yet.
For now.
For now.
For no.
Extremely powerful.
So with even though this piece of shit bow and arrow is barely being held together, somehow Styx centers himself and fires an arrow, and as he does, Ulrich, you just see ahead of you as you're like carving into this leg, you look up and you just see this big bulbous head, and you just see an arrow kind of sink and disappear into the side of its head, and just collapse just next to you.
Oh, it died.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What?
Easy.
Styx just did that.
Yeah, Styx just kind of like, oh fucking hell, I'm amazing. I don't need you guys. You should be paying me more for this.
Sabine's just like, Styx, you're the real MVP, you know?
I mean,
Yeah, we need
I'm
to
pretty sure
keep
that
him
I
with us at
damaged
all
it.
times.
All right, let me oh, absolute banger. Right, okay. Well, that is the end of his go. There isn't too much more that he can do. Quinn,
What up?
what you doing, my dude? You're on the ethereal plane.
I come
I
back.
think.
I come back. Start my turn. Here, because somebody happens to be occupying the space I'm in. This one's dead now, right?
Yes. Let me get rid
Yeah.
of it.
So I like, you know, when you kind of brush past someone because you weren't, you know, paying attention, and you kind of bump shoulders. That's what happens with me and Owain as I come back out of the ethereal plane. I have to like push him away. Excuse me.
Excuse you.
Oh, that's it, is it?
That's
Scared?
it?
Gonna cry? And then I will cast Mind Sliver at this gentleman up here. So an intelligence saving throw, please.
Sorry, just eating a pistachio. Oh yeah, he's great at these.
I thought as much.
Move those out of the way.
Is that or a con save?
Yeah, that's a 4. Wait,
Okay.
why a con save?
Or my other cantrip is a con save, and I figured that these strong burly boys would be less intelligent than they are
Yeah.
hardy. So there's 6 points of psychic energy, and he
Nice.
has a D4 from his next saving throw in this round of combat.
Hot.
And I will now find disappear again. Natural 20, baby.
Heyo.
Bruh. This blink. It's going well.
Hey,
Good.
there's so many natural 20s at the moment.
Psh. Don't
Cool.
let it happen again. I
So you
shout
see
it,
it, like, kind of as you're about to disappear, it just kind of grabs its head, like it's been on an absolute royal bender. Awesome. Owain, it's you up next, my dude.
Okay, I will successfully this time cast Chill Touch on the giant. That's it. Make a range spell. Oh, I need to make a range spell attack.
Yeah.
My bad. $10 to hit.
10 misses, unfortunately.
Fucking hell.
You see the skeletal hand kind of reach out, but as it kind of goes to grab a hold of him, it just kind of grabs a loose bit of fabric on it and just dissipates.
Oh, fucking hell. Rather embarrassed, he just kind of takes a couple of steps back and starts patting himself down.
All right. Cool.
Yep, that's him.
Right. Sabine, you're up next. As the other giant is now dead.
Sabine, from where she is, I'm guessing she cannot see the one that yeeted the rock earlier, right?
No, because the kind of cliff face that you're kind of using as cover is about 30 feet, and then
Yeah.
there's like this bit of rock here that's actually obscuring your view as well. So you'd have to kind of come out quite a bit to actually get an angle.
Looking up quickly and looking at that tree that we mentioned earlier, does it look like that might give enough of a, like if she was to climb that, enough line of sight to...
It would
few
get you
shots.
to the height, but it would probably have about 3/4 cover from you, unless you've got sharpshooter.
No, not yet. That's next level up. Okay. Sabine's gonna move over here to 5, 10, 15, 20. Again, kind of trying to get into cover behind this wall from it, but obviously she knows it's not that simple.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna fire off cheeky little firebolt. Let's go for a firebolt. Ranged attack. So I just need to roll some dice. See if that hits. That is a natural 20.
Oh,
Yay.
there's so many natural 20s in this session.
On my yeet die as well. So I got a yeet. Very
Oh.
happy with that. Oh, bit of product placement. So I'll roll the damage and then we'll double that and see how that fares for the boy. Okay, so 7 and 8 on the dice. Maths. So that's 15.
Yep, so
So
double to
really-
30.
30 points of damage with that firebolt.
Nice.
She just dashes across. I'm gonna go for it. She's gonna go for a skid, like onto like a knee, like turn, and just
Oh wow.
like that. Just real fucking cool. And just firebolt that bastard.
Okay.
And then with bonus action, even though it will do absolutely jack shit, she's gonna try and hide against the rock face. Like cover but hide, kind of like blend in.
Okay.
You are one.
Roll a stealth check.
Yeah. Them good rolls of whole gold. That's a 14. That's a 14.
A 14. You feel like you're pretty hidden.
She's like that.
Yep.
Cool.
Alright. It's the other giant's turn. It can see you because you're not hidden behind anything. You're just up against a wall.
Yeah.
Yep. It's going to yeet a rock at you as you just hucked a load of fire at him.
Oh, bitch.
Yeah, he's within range. Let's use a die that won't roll a natural 20. It did not. There you go. It's that's a 15 to hit.
There you go. Oh, you're muted, George.
can I use shield as a reaction to bolster my AC above that number and therefore save?
You can, yeah. That is that'd be your reaction. So yeah, so as you see this massive boulder coming flying towards you, like, oh shit, not again, not again. Just throw up a quick shield, and it like scatters across the top of it and covers you, like around you with rocks. But...
Sabine's now like heavy breathing because she's like, oh fuck.
Okay, and this is gonna go 5, 10.
Can I just say I'm very proud that Owain and Sabine haven't actually gone down, even though they started with like no hit points at the very start of the round.
Bounce back ability.
Yeah.
See, look, you were all worried. It was just unlucky that it was a couple of natural 20s in one go. That's all it was. You're fine. You're golden. Cool.
And
so
the
that
psychotic DM who wants to kill us, that might have framed our thoughts, but you know.
I don't know what you're talking about. So that stone giant is going to start making its way downtown.
God damn it.
Ulrich, it is your turn.
Get in there and bonk
Okay.
him.
Full of rage and
Boink.
frothing at the mouth. Ulrich's going to turn around and be like, "Where is he then? I'm going to fuck him up." Is he up on the ridge still?
He is indeed.
Can I climb up here? I'm guessing you want me to roll aesthetics.
Yeah, aesthetics check. So wait, you were there, so that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So how much is your movement?
Currently it's 40 feet, and then haste and also aggressive. I use that in the bonus section too, so that's 120 feet. Right.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have to roll for it because you just have enough movement to get up there. Because climbing would be like half, but yeah.
Sick.
Cool.
Well, I'm
Scramble
like,
on
hey,
up there
What's
like
up,
a
bitch?
madman.
And yeah, classic, recklessly slicing away.
Times
Piece
3.
of meat. It's a natural 20. There we go.
Yes.
So many. So
On
many.
a very, very silvery dice. Oh, you can't see that at all. Never mind.
Yeah, no,
Right,
sorry.
camera.
It's not a natural 20 unless we can all see it.
Wait, can I? There you go.
Yeah, we got it.
I mean, that looks like a 2, but...
Cool. So first hit is 4 plus it's 13 points of damage.
Nice.
And next one. Ooh, that is a 11 to hit.
And misses.
Okay, and last one is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
And then last bit of damage is 9 points of damage.
9.
I was trying to do shit.
Awesome. So, again, a little bit weird for you to be handling something so small as a short sword. But
Yeah.
you kind of swing, carve, swing again. It kind of clatters off of the rocks. And again, finds purchase as you're just a butcher at this point. Making some ham sandwiches. All right. Cool. Back to the top. It is Styx go. He's just going to creep along the side. Actually, he'd have to probably drop back a little bit. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, he's within range. He's going to take a shot. That's a 2. That goes wide. And it actually kind of just brushes past you, Ulrich. Just this really shoddily made arrow. Just kind of... Cool, that is the end of his turn. Actually, he's going to push back into cover.
Just realised I'm on 69 hit points.
Nice.
Nice.
Quinn, it's back to you, my dude.
Yo, what up? I appear back on the regular pleb plane like you chumps as a starter for 10, and I'll appear here, and I am. I really don't want to go like supernova and just spaff some big ass spell that I don't really have. So yeah, I'll just do the same. Mind sliver int save, please.
Lovely stuff. 11.
Nope. So that's 7 psychic damage, and again he's got anti-inspiration to his saving throw.
It's never gonna go well.
And then I'll roll my d20. 12. Yeah.
Mate, it's come back. New arc. It's working for you.
New Quinn, new Blink.
Yep.
And this
Oh,
dice
big
tower's
bobby.
helping as well. So I will.
Yeah, that
The
does really
moose.
cool.
Nice.
That's some fit dice tower. The fit.
Yeah.
Alright. So once again, kind of grabbing a hold of its big bulbous head and kind of swailing wildly at Ulrich. Next up, Owain. Owain.
Heyo. Yeah, I'm gonna try and go for that chill touch again.
Far away.
Have you got any cantrips that make it do a saving throw? Meta game.
I've got.
Damn metagame pigeons.
Is someone down?
No, because it will have
More
a
than likely
disadvantage.
fail.
Yeah, so you might stand a better chance for the saving throw one.
What?
Do your chill touch.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
14. No, sorry.
Si's having a mental breakdown. It seems.
Yeah, it is.
14. So yeah, once again, unfortunately, because of him flailing and kind of clutching his head, he kind of manages to just step out of the way of this hand that just keeps kind of like just grabbing at him. It's like, oh, pizza candy. Oh, pizza candy.
Trying to grab my dick.
Joe, what the
Oh,
fuck?
she just said I want some young dick, and she's just trying to grab my dick.
It's a niche 21 Jump Street reference.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me on that journey.
Okay, Sabine, it's back to you now.
Bonjour.
Ça va?
Right. Did I miss anything? Is it still just Shaboy on that rock that's causing us jit?
Yes, so far.
Cool. Oh. Right. Ah, yes, lovely stuff. You're up in his guts now. So let's do some damage and get some sneak. So seeing young Ulrich mosey on up to it, Sabine's gonna go for some shots at him.
Shot.
And because it's what she knows, she's probably going to stick to using the longbow. Not really what her forte, but she'll give it a go. So yeah, 2 longbow shots on Shaboy. Just roll to hit with those. 14 plus 8 for the first one. Guessing that hits.
Yep, that hits.
And then 7 plus 8, which is
Misses.
misses. Cool. So we'll go for the first one that hits and we'll roll some sneakage. So just the initial damage from the bow is 7 plus 2,
Cool.
9.
And then just do
Yes,
your
nice.
sneak.
Yeah, and then sneak is another 10, so 19 points of damage from 2 shots, 1 hits.
All right. So yeah. So you again manage to find like a good angle, kind of almost using the rock to steady your arm as you're aiming, and fire away straight into its thorax, kind of going a good couple of inches deep as it kind of almost like gets winded, like. It's quite sad, really.
I'm living for your fucking giant noises at the moment.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, they're on point.
Yeah,
And
it's
as far as-
because Charlie's out and I feel comfortable to do it.
As far as the sadness about the noises, that doesn't extend to Sabine. She got fucking murked on the first
You got
rock throw
rumbled.
from it. Yeah, so she's like, fuck you, you motherfucker. And then with bonus action again, she's going to try and hide again, because she's got it. Why not give it a go?
Fire away.
That's an 18 on stealth. It's an 8
Okay.
roll.
Feel pretty good that nothing can see you just up against this rock in your black
She's like a
armor and
mime.
your red
She's
skin.
like,
Alright, it is now the giant's turn. The giant, although it is annoyed by you, Sabine, it has got slightly pressing matters with this foaming green man slashing away at him. It's going to take 2 hits against you, both with advantage. Let's go for these 2. Jesus. 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, your AC sucks.
I don't have any armor on.
You're nude.
I'm nud.
Nude boy.
Okay. And then a 30 to hit. Mate, again, at least these aren't critting. That's the main thing.
Oh dear.
Okay, so you. That is. 20 reduced to 10.
Yeah.
And 18 reduced to 9.
It's all good, mate.
As once
All
again, it's
good.
just caving in your head, trying to like just bludgeon you as much as it can. It is then going to
Nah, there's nothing there to cave in. It's not a problem.
drop down. So you get an attack of opportunity, Ulrich.
Oh, bring it on, bitch. Let's go. 15?
15 misses, unfortunately. As you go to swing after it, it kind of smacks your sword away from it using its log. So that's fine. Just gonna start pushing away over here. Man, I need to start making maps bigger. Fuck it. Okay. And that is all it can do on its turn. Okie dokie. Ulrich, it's your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna. Should I? Is it off the ledge now?
Yeah.
Leaping.
Could I leap? Exactly. I don't know really where I was going with that. Leap onto its back and start
Sure. As it's more like distance as opposed to like a finicky jump. I'd say make an athletics check.
Oh yeah, that is a 24.
Cool. Yeah. So absolutely fine. You don't lose any movement.
Right, and I'm just gonna.
You just proper leap to like Rain of Fire, Matthew McConaughey. Just
Man, that film is so good, so good.
it's great. I love it.
Oh, natural 20 again.
Easy.
Yes, please. Yeah.
I mean, when you're rolling with advantage every single time,
Yeah,
and you're getting
it's,
free attacked.
it's bound to happen at some point. Yeah. Rolled a 1 on damage though, so doesn't mean shit.
I take back my giant's dancing. I take it back.
So that's 9 points of damage on the first attack.
Okie dokie.
Double 14, so that is a 22, 3, 2, 3, 23.
It hits, yeah.
Fucking 1 again. That is 8 points of damage.
Alright.
last one is a 17.
17 just hits.
And that is 12 points of damage.
Oof. He's looking hurt. You can see that there's just like its legs are like completely bloodied. You can see like beads of sweat all over it. It's, trying to back away as much as it can.
I'm trying to think what animal Nathan sounds like.
Bear.
I guess a bear, most like, yeah.
Most like. Alright, it's Styx's turn. Seeing that everybody is pushing up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right, don't worry, guys. I'm a legendary killer. I'll get it for you.
Is this fucking Crocodile Dundee coming out?
No, that's a 3 on the dice, so it just goes wide again. Like, you've got it, guys. Don't worry about it.
All that annoy?
All right, Quinn, it's back to you.
Simon, check your phone. I've sent you some messages.
Is it just like a middle finger?
No, it's just a dick pic.
Where's mine?
DVD. You have to subscribe to my OnlyFans. Simple.
Okay, I'll do that.
Do you know what? I'm just gonna mind sliver again because it can't miss.
It is barely hanging on.
Oh, I might kill it with this. That'll do.
Do it.
What's the range on Mind Sliver?
60.
Cool, you're fine. Right, intelligence, yeah?
Yep.
I'm going to use the gear die.
Oh, actually, hold that thought.
Okay, yeah, I'll hold that
Actually,
thought.
minus 1d4 actually, because no one else has made it do a saving throw, so it can use the mind sliver that I gave it last round, because it lasts until the end of my current round. So
Okay, alright.
take a 1d4 off of that.
0.
Eat shit, you dumb idiot. But who's near me? Owain, it can see like little chub as I'm dominating this lesser individual, this lesser intellect. This is Quinn's vibe, like flexing.
Top.
What was that? Another 7 psychic damage.
Alright. Still standing.
What?
But it is like, it looks like it's about to just pass out. Alright.
Oh, that's a 4. My blink didn't pay off, but I moved behind the wall.
Alright.
The
No,
blink
Siri.
streak had to end at some point. It was going too
Yeah,
smoothly.
yeah, it was going way too well.
Yeah.
Sabine, it is now your turn. You see, oh, sorry, Owain. My mistake. I just assumed you were dead.
Fuck off. After seeing Quinn's display and being unimpressed with the chub, he just kind of looks down, makes eye contact, and gives him like a. And will do a 20-foot run up before throwing his javelin at disadvantage because it's over the 30 feet. But he's pretty confident, and he's got his lady love on his side. So
Cool.
oof. 18 to hit.
Yeah, 18 hits.
Nice.
First hit of the game, boys, on the scoreboard.
Better late than never, baby.
And that is 8 piercing damage.
How do you want to do this?
Robbed.
Yeah, I had 5 hit points left.
I mean, I
Most
think
douchey
I may
way
have taken all
possible.
the hit points
It's
off.
going to be like reminiscent of a NFL player, like just doing the Hail Mary pass Super Bowl final and just as the javelin leaves his hand, he's already taken a knee and is just like thanking God.
Oh god, I hate this guy.
That is gorgeous. I love that.
So as the
And then,
javelin,
like, turns around and it's just like,
so as the javelin leaves your hand, you don't even see what happens because you're already like. However, Ulrich, as you're
dumping the Gatorade on you.
Ulrich, as you're like carving into this, you kind of look up, and as it's like stepping back, you just see this massive javelin like slice through its neck. It's like and just crumble next to you.
I'm just like, that's pretty nice, yeah. Well done.
All right, yeah, out of combat.
Die.
Let me adjust the music.
Yeah.
Some really intense conversations in RP.
Um,
Go on.
Ulrich, as you are the furthest up, could I get you to make a perception check for me?
Yes. Go this one. It's an 8.
8. Never mind.
We can narrate that as me dropping haste, so he's just like
Yeah, you're
feeling super shitty.
Yeah, you feel super lethargic, and just all of the energy drains from you. You feel like you've been sucked dry.
Okay.
Oh dear, yeah.
All right.
An old bag of crap.
Sabine just wants to walk over to Styx and just, like, really hard, like almost aggressively, slap him on the back and just be like, "Hey, you did really good, you little piece of shit. You actually got involved. Well done."
Well, you know, I'm just happy to be part of the team. Also, you guys look like you were eating shit, so I kind of felt like I had to step in. Just saying, you know, I didn't want to not get paid.
It's true.
I don't know if it's the concussion from the boulder that hit me, but yeah, you actually were quite useful then. So good for you.
What's everybody's passive perception?
Garbage.
14.
14 as well. Pretty perceptive. For a drum roll.
15 here.
15. So you, Sabine, can see a little bit ways up the side of the valley, kind of on the on your right side, about 120 feet up. You can see what looks like a smaller stone giant that is about half the size of the ones that you just fought. That seems to be kind of slowly kind of making its way away, and you just hear the distant sounds of a
I don't think
did
we're
we
out of
kill
the
its
woods
family?
yet. I think there might be another one a little bit further up. We might want to proceed with caution. It looks smaller than these ones, but yeah, just a heads up, team.
Owain readies his warhammer and brings it to his side.
I'm pretty sure we killed its parents. I feel really bad now.
Self-defense, my brutish friend.
No sympathy here. Got bouldered.
They very nearly killed our compatriots. So,
yeah, as a
yeah,
note,
that's true.
Sabine and Owain, you both feel rough as fuck. Like the entire front of your body just has that like stinging sensation from like pins and needles. Just front of you feels like it's on fire.
Just like covered in like dust and sweat mixed in. Just like, oh fuck.
I'll prestidigitate Sabine clean.
Oh,
Clean.
Thank you, Quinn. You shouldn't have. Getting all giggly.
Clean Sabine. That's what get that trend.
I'm pretty sure that's a new ITV show that's starting next week. The being clean.
Even though you clearly didn't offer, Owain like lifts his hand up and is just brushing himself off. Be like, no, I'm good. I've got it.
I'd
Or it
expect
has
nothing
some
less
knowledge.
from a man of religion.
Well, this being an example to you, Seyanine, no matter how beautiful, how mysterious, we'll never know what she has planned for us. For a moment, you all thought I was dead. No, that was not part of her plan. It was merely retribution. You are welcome
Ulrich.
to me, but thanking me would just be thanking Seyanine. And she blesses you. But most importantly, she blesses me. Anything you want to say to her, you go through me first, and I'll be happy to facilitate that. But for now, just leave her alone. Stop. And
Leave Seyanine alone.
Owen's got himself really, really worked up, and now he just has to like take a 5 to brush himself down. And the thought of these guys talking to his goddess is really irking him. So he's at the back of the party, not happy.
Ulrich goes to one of the trees nearby and just drops trow and starts taking a shit.
Okay, I'll put Quinn back there.
Cool.
Right, set the mood straight off. Taking a
So,
shit.
Are we gonna chase down the child and kill it from this stone giant family?
Well,
I mean, it could come back to haunt us.
after you guys talking about this, it's now probably about 200 feet up the side of the cliff face. Now it's kind of like not scrambling, but it's rather quickly making its way kind of higher up the mountainside now.
I guess we just carry on our journey and just be aware of it, that it might, want revenge or something.
Let it have such short-sighted goals that it need not bother us on our journey today.
All right. So there are still various kind of broken carts, barrels, all sorts of.
Sabine, do some pillaging.
Sure. Roll an investigation check for me.
That is 17 plus 6, 23.
Cool.
I do the same.
Sure thing, Ulrich.
Hey, not bad. 16.
16. Okay.
Hey.
I rolled a 19, by the way. So.
Oof. Oof. Hey, at least you don't have disadvantage anymore.
It's true. I'm less dead. Well.
Well.
Yes.
Well, you surprisingly, as Sabine is starting to kind of sift through some of the broken bits of wood, dirt that's kind of just blown through as the wind kind of carves through this valley, you start finding various bits of coin that are kind of scattered about, as do you, Ulrich. So depending on how long you want to spend doing this will determine how much you find.
I mean, we're broke as shit right now, so...
As long as it takes.
Okay.
I don't know, 5-10 minutes? Maybe that would be enough
5-10
time?
minutes.
Okay, 5-10 minutes. You'll probably find about like 50 gold pieces.
Hey, that's nice.
You, Sabine, however, kind of... There's a cart that's like overturned, has like part of it kind of cracked out of it, and it's leant against the valley wall. Behind it, you do find a bag that's like filled primarily with broken glass, but there is one bottle that seems intact.
Can I look at it and figure out what it is? Has it got a label? Does it have any particular colour? Can I show one of the magic boys?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like anything. It looks familiar in terms of its colouring, but you don't know specifically what it is.
Okay. I'll go up to Quinn and just be like, any ideas what this might be? And just wave it in front of his face.
Is it a potion?
It's a potion. It's a potion of healing.
Oh, okay, cool.
Easy, nice.
How much of a bastard do I want Quinn to be?
Oh, please,
Hey,
Daddy.
Hey,
Okay.
Oh,
Can I? May I take this? It is a potion. Yes, a magical potion.
You wanna take it?
Not
Hold it?
for me. I
Oh.
gesture towards Owain and very loudly say, "I think there are others in a party that might need it. They might find a more frequent need for it than you or I." Knowing full
Yeah.
well that you also got fucking warmth, but
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Owain walks over and just puts his hand out. He does the meme of the guy, like,
Oh, you want this?
it was your friend's suggestion, was it not?
I wanna quinsplain to him how to use a healing potion.
Quid's play.
Go ahead.
Oh. I just say, so you have to be very careful. These are volatile potions. Don't look after it. Don't drop it. Don't be careless or accidentally, just throw it out of your pocket onto the floor when you get hit by a rock. You have to take the stopper out. That's that cork-like substance that's in the top of the glass rim. No, the other way around. You're holding it upside down. That's way. Yeah. Now, when you're ready to imbibe, to consume, to drink, you need to pop that out. I would recommend keeping it because you can reuse it later for other things to store. And then you wish to drink it as quickly as possible. Through your mouth, of course.
It's not analgesic.
Yes. These are a very interesting substance. Some of the lesser skilled scribes would use these to heal themselves. However, not all of them were blessed with the healing abilities of the three sisters. Like myself, I am blessed with the healing abilities of the three sisters, most notably Sani, but I'll probably take this common healing vial because some of you just aren't skilled enough to learn your own spells.
Indeed,
So
some
he
of
just wants to
us.
steal it back. So he wants to snatch it out of his hands and
Do
walk
it.
off with it.
Do it.
Do you want to roll for that? Or
Yeah, if you're actually going to do it, make
straight back off him. Yeah.
yeah, make a I guess sleight of hand,
Oh,
just to see how quickly you can grab it.
that's 15 plus. Sorry, let me get. It's like a hand, yeah.
Yeah.
15 plus 6 is 21.
Okay. I guess I'll treat this like a grapple. So, Owain, make either a athletics or acrobatics. Kind of pull away.
I'll go for athletics. 18.
Nah. You as you're holding it there, it just
I think
disappears.
this is the word common. As the word common comes out your mouth, it means just like nah. It's just like runs off with it. It's like, you're good. You can do it yourself, clearly, and just walks off down the valley.
I say to him, yes, some of us have to rely on ourselves without any crutches from external influences. So, fine. And I also follow Sabine away with a shit-eating grin on my face.
Oh, Wayne.
Being so stubborn, he doesn't understand that he just got after Quinn says no one needs any crutches from higher beings. He's just like, what a shame.
That was
Right,
beautiful.
tally ho.
Thank you for that, team.
Just bullying Owain already.
I mean, in my head, Owain's just a guy from Come Dine With Me. Who's like, gets really annoying when he loses. You've won, Jane.
Keep the potion of
Congratulations.
healing and get off my property.
It's this point that Ulrich wipes his arse on some of the grass that's around and
Not a lot of grass around, so you
No,
get a
no.
lot of shit on your hand.
nice. So a river nearby.
In the middle of this stone dry valley, no.
Cool. That's gonna smell real bad, everybody. You're welcome. Hey, I've got shit on me hand. And he goes to like smell it.
Smells like shit.
It is shit.
Oh man, I'm addicted. I don't want a dirty prestidigitation cleaning that up.
Well, he's gonna smell
I mean,
shit, then.
you've all got like canteens of water on you, so you could just use
Alright.
that.
I'll wash my hand off with some water.
There you go. Filthy fucker.
That's me.
Right. Well, at this point, it's probably about midday-ish because you set off fairly early, although you were stopped by the shambling mounds. And so you continue pushing on, and after about another 3 hours of navigating this kind of valley, you eventually come out to the other side and start to leave the shadow of these mountains. And it's actually quite refreshing. And as you come out, you can see kind of way off into the distance the actual coastline itself. You see the ocean. And in between here and there, you can just see various rolling hills, kind of soft rolling hills. Mainly kind of just plains of grass. Kind of more or less the same as what is in between Luxem and Oakdale. The topography hasn't changed too much, though it seems that it starts to kind of go down in a little bit of a gradient towards the ocean. But yeah, at this point, Styx pipes. Right, well, you know, this has been fun, but this is the other side of the valley. I got you out. I feel like I was integral to helping you guys get out of there.
Ulrich kind of walks over to the small being and is like, I don't say this very often, but you were shit.
Oh,
Realizing that he's Australian and not Irish, I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
But actually, no. Apart from that one very lucky shot,
I mean,
you just ran around like a headless chicken.
Pretty sure that I killed one of those giants whilst you were still picking the food out your mouth, because, you know, got a lot of timber, mate. You just got to do some cardio, you know? Just do some laps.
What are you saying?
I was trying to mine away at Ulrich's confidence.
Are you calling me fat?
I'm not calling you fat. I would never call anybody fat. I'm just saying that, you know, you stand on the thicker side of life in multiple ways. But that is endearing. There's a lot of people that like that sort of thing. Anyway, right, payment.
Yeah, like your mama.
Oh.
I never knew my mum.
Oh.
That's real harsh.
Oh.
Why would you bring that up?
Why?
Too far, man.
Nah, I'm just fucking with you. I killed her. Anyway, what are we doing for payment, boys?
What was our arrangement?
What did we agree?
Oh, wait.
I think you had somehow convinced him that money, like the value of money, wasn't that great.
Wasn't he taking some like reagent or some fox's paw or something? I tricked him into taking.
Oh yeah, some like lucky fox paw.
I think so, yeah. Because he had his own thing that he had taken from the shambling mound, the thing that like conducts electricity.
Yeah.
So yeah, hand over the paw.
Yeah. Here you go. Thank you for your services.
Oh, mate. I don't know why I keep dipping out of this Australian accent. It's really bloody bad. Well, I mean, I can't wait to sell this. Do you know what? Minus the big green guy, stand-up blokes and lady.
Thank
Also,
you.
hello, Owain. I feel like I've never met you before. It's weird.
No, I've been here the whole time. How funny that is.
Ah,
for you to
right.
say that.
Just forgettable. That's understandable.
I do like to blend myself into the background, of course. I am just a harbinger
Who
of
said
the
that?
Three Sisters.
Who's
Oh.
there?
That was me.
Oh, sorry, you're blending in again.
Yeah.
Oh, cool, blimey.
Seeing you.
Yeah.
Be seeing you.
Right, well, have a good trip, everybody, and gives Quinn a little tap on the ass. Catch you later. And just kind of moses on back towards the valley.
What a guy, eh? What an absolute character.
A card. What an absolute card.
I really reckon he's gonna go back and kill that stone giant child. Now. I really think he's got that in him. He's got that, look in his eye.
We should not interfere with the nature of life.
What he'll do to that will not be natural. It will be.
Something unnatural.
Cool.
Do we know actually the way that we're going now that we're out of this? Like,
yeah, north was it?
Well, you originally were heading towards Brightshade because it was like another 4 days to head up to Monilum, so you wanted to stop off originally to get supplies.
Cool. Well, I reckon we stick with
Cozy.
that plan.
yeah.
Cool. So from here, roughly, you've got like another day or so's worth of travel. You probably have to camp before you'd hit Brightshade.
Yeah, let's carry on until we get to like a place where we can make camp and long rest.
Sounds good, baby.
Yeah.
Cool. So you continue. It's actually quite nice to get out of the the shadow of the mountain. It's quite daunting, and there's like a calmness that kind of falls upon you as you're kind of progressing. Yeah, it's just a lovely, clear day. You carry on for probably about, at this point now, midday, probably another 4 hours or so before it starts getting dark. And you can...
we have dark vision, so...
Don't tempt him.
I'll
He's
show
already tried to kill
myself.
us once this
I'll just leave. It's okay.
You hear the roar of an ancient dragon. Yeah, it starts getting a little bit darker, but if I could get someone to make a perception check for me.
I'll take it.
Cool.
Please not me.
Don't even look at me.
No. That is perception, you'll say.
Yes, indeed.
That is a 15.
15. Okay. You can see that there is a slight kind of change in on the horizon line. So it's mostly like blue on the left and the right, but there's this big large patch of like a darker green coloring. You don't really pull up any more detail than that, but you assume that is the place that you're heading to, Brightshade. But otherwise around you there isn't too much around. You do see the odd in the distance like cart that seems to be like traveling as well. Like this isn't a completely untraveled region. But it's relatively quiet. And yeah, it starts to get dark, and yeah, it's up to you if you want to make camp or if you want to keep pushing.
I think making camp is a good shout.
Yeah, probably should. I was just going to say, with that roll, was there any kind of decent-ish spaces that could be used for a campsite? Like anything that's a bit more kind of tucked away or anything? But,
there's a few like smattering of trees. There's nothing particularly dense or thick. So for the most part, you could probably set up against like a small collection of about like 5 trees or so, and just kind of set up shop as that, having that as your backing, so you're not completely exposed to the wilderness around you.
With Sabine looking out, she'll just suggest that we'll just find the next looking tree shaded spot and make camp.
Cool.
Sounds good. I'll go and look for some wood to make a fire.
Do you want someone to go with you this time? Because last time you went and looked for things, you got attacked by a bush. So
Yeah, that's probably not a bad shout. It seems like Seem to find trouble wherever I go, eh?
I'll come with you then.
Cool.
Great.
So as you two start to head off doing that, and Owain and Quinn, you start kind of setting your stuff down and unloading. Quinn, your wand is missing.
One of the magic missiles.
Yep.
When he patted me on the arse.
Yep.
I thought he was into me.
Okay.
How long have we been walking?
At this point, probably about 4 hours.
That's gone, mate.
Yeah, that's long
You
gone.
just got robbed.
Oh my god.
I
Okay, well.
poker face, not. I just, for a moment, I just like, and then just suffocate it, push
Yeah.
down at my shock, and reply to Owain.
I knew you were
Yes,
tricksy.
yes, we're absolutely fine. Getting ready for this evening's rest.
There's something bothering me.
Bothering you?
It is correct. You see, today was the most perilous day I have spent since I abandoned the Temple Knights. And I believe my conduct post-battle was incredibly... I can't find the word. And the reason I can't find the word is because I have been lying to yourself and the rest of the party.
That's too much for Quinn.
This may shock you to know, but this is not my real voice. This is a facade used around strangers. Case in point, Sticks. This here be my actual accent. Now, the thing you should know about me, Quinn, is I know that I come from a noble lineage, but if we're getting down to brass tacks, I'm actually the son of a farmhand, and I'm on the run. And you seem the most trustworthy to keep a secret of mine around these people, because there are some, I don't want to say bad folks, but there's some powerful folks after myself. And I'm trusting you guys to not give me up the first chance you get, yeah? Because I'm out on a quest, man. I gotta do this thing. I gotta prove myself to stand in, if you know what I'm saying.
You are very insightful. I often wear my heart upon my sleeve. However, the other side of that coin is a level of pragmatism. If there are people who are after you, they are now implicitly after us. Do we need to be aware of who they are, or are we in any amount of danger that perhaps we weren't before?
There's no amount of danger that I've put the group in. When we used to deal with runaways from the Temple Knights, we just find them, bring them back, cause no harm to anywhere that they settled. And I'd imagine the same thing could be said for me. However, I don't plan on getting caught by any means, because that would ruin my legacy, man. This 150-year legacy I got planned. I don't plan on getting caught. It's all about proving myself to her. She comes first, you know?
Quinn's... Go on, sorry.
I have a quick question. Is there a bounty on your head?
You two aren't there. You went off to look for firewood.
Where
Oh
am I
yeah,
telling?
shit stars. Well,
Get out of town.
so I'm gonna go grab a drink.
Quinn's demeanor softens a little bit. He's always quite like putting on a show of being an arrogant knob. And so now it softens a little bit to, but then when you say it's all for her, it changes again to like almost disappointment. So he says, I am also one who has hidden his identity in the past, so I bear no ill will towards you for doing something the same. Indeed, you can ask Quinn and Ulrich, and they will be the first to tell you of my past misdemeanors. However, one's legacy is their own, and it would be more fulfilling to serve oneself sometimes rather than the whims of others. However, I will endeavor to support you in this mission, as everybody is running from something, as the old adage goes. So,
Hey, listen, I really appreciate that, man, but I've been serving myself, knowing that I'm saving myself for one woman. If you catch my drift there, not to be too crude, I don't like to open up that much about that side of me, but I appreciate your understanding, and I want to apologize for earlier. Just one more time. That'll be the last of it.
it's quite all right. One recommendation, if I may.
Hmm.
I would suggest an equal level of frankness with our two traveling companions, especially the larger one. We don't. We try to surprise him as little as possible, as change and surprise is not his forte. So
He
let's.
seems like a good man, but
He is exceptionally a good man.
there's just something about him. He seems like he's sullied with some kind of darkness that I can't quite put my finger on. Is he legit?
He is not of himself. We have been through. This may have been the most dangerous day for yourself. However, the three of us and our former companions have faced, shall we say, a lot more dangerous times in the past. Fatally so. Poor Ulrich is now a victim of some otherworldly influence, but he himself bears you no ill will out of his own conscience. Any negativity you feel from him is unfortunately a symptom of a wider problem, perhaps one that you may be suited to assist with.
Has he ever lost control of that consciousness?
Quinn attempts to cast his mind back to the flip book of various times we've nearly died and all sorts of weird and wacky shit that we've been in.
Yeah, so far he's never
Like, he's not hurt us, has he? He's not
not
lost control.
other than when he has been magically made to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems okay.
Yeah. So although we have all been on the brink of various levels of madness at various points for various different reasons, no, he has never of his own volition attempted to cause harm to any of us. Now, I am not, although I'm learned in many areas of academia and the arcane arts, this is one that eludes me, which is why I find particular interest in him and his condition, as recommended. Perhaps a zone of transparency might be in order when they return from their journey. Maybe around the campfire, you two can shoot the shit, to use farmhand parlance.
Oh, well, that's a term I'm more than familiar with. I've shot a lot of shit in my time, my friend.
Well, if anyone's a good shit shooting companion, it's none other than Ulrich. So, let us prepare, and apology accepted. What I will say, however, one final comment is in the vibe of transparency, I can't help but think less of you because of your zealotry to your pantheon.
I guess it's not for everyone.
Good evening. And I continue to rummage in my bed roll.
Alright. Gambit has entered the chat. Okay, Sabine and Ulrich, could I get both of you to make an investigation check for me?
Certainly. Is that a Dairy Dunker you got? Sorry, a dunkable snack pot of some sort. Product placement.
You're damn right it is.
Very nice.
Bridget really likes buying them, so I just have them occasionally. They're nice.
Was this investigation, sorry?
Yeah.
15.
15.
3.
Are these guys doing their wood cutting thing now? Yeah, I'll get a drink as well while they're doing that.
Yeah, just searching around.
Cool.
Okay.
Sabine just finds everything is just like stacked with stuff on her shoulders, and you're just like kicking rocks around over it.
Kicking rocks around, smelling the shit on his fingers.
Oh. God.
It takes you.
Forgets that he's done it.
It takes you a little bit, like about half an hour or so, but you find some materials. You do also see a boar not too far off in the distance, probably about 80-ish feet away.
Ulrich, how you feeling? You wanna try and get us some dinner, or do you wanna just leave it because it's been a long day?
I chucked my javelin at it.
Okay.
All right. Just roll your d20, add your modifier.
Can I do it recklessly?
Yeah, sure. It'd be, what's the range on your javelin?
It says 30 and then in brackets 120.
Okay, so it'd be at disadvantage, so it'd be a straight roll because you're
Straight roll.
doing it reckless.
Not bad. What's that? Plus 9. 20 unnatural.
Nice. So even though it's dark, and fuck your dark vision, it's still far enough away that it kind of starts to merge with the darkness around you, and it's only really because Sabine is kind of being like it's there that you can even kind of make it out. But your natural instinct takes over, and you get down on one knee, hand out, and release it. And it goes quiet for like a couple of seconds, and then all you hear is... Pretty confident that you hit it.
I didn't hear a noise then.
Yeah, I don't know if it was meant to be a sound effect.
Oh, no. I mean, I did it, but maybe Discord was like, nah, that's way too high-pitched. Fuck you.
Oh, one more time. Just try.
Eee!
There, I saw it. Yeah, got it.
I brought it down a couple of decibels.
Sorry.
Oh, perfect. Cool. So,
Looks like meat back on the menu, boys.
man, that's the second Lord of the Rings reference. Jesus.
Seems
It's
like,
all I know.
I don't get it. Which boys? Who are you referring to?
I've snagged as a ball. That's all you really should care about.
Oh, okay.
And he wanders over to Boar and plops it on his shoulder and carries it back to the camp.
Nice.
All right. So, by the time you return, they've already kind of finished their conversation. There's like a weird, not tension, but there's just a general kind of mood about the camp as you guys return with this boar.
Bit of an awkward vibe.
Did you two both finally have relations? Did you
Did you fuck?
Did you?
No. We had a number of discussions, as you might do, but perhaps it can wait until tea time.
Right,
Okay.
well, I'll get carving then.
Oh, what delights have you bought for us this evening?
Slop it on the ground. Like, here you go. Got a sabor, hunter.
Oh, lovely.
Anyone know how to spit roast something?
I don't know if these guys do.
That seems like it would be my speciality.
Alright.
Just a point of order, we've not heard this accent before, have we, our characters?
No.
Nope.
What happened to your voice? Are you okay?
I think there's something I better tell both of y'all. And it's, I was honest about being on a path of, clearing this world and this realm of evil. And I'm here to smite and I'm here to heal for the beautiful goddess Sayanine. But I am from a noble background, but truth be told, I'm a farmhand, and I was part of the Temple Knights of the Seldarine Pantheon, and I abandoned my pilgrimage as a scribe, and I joined up with you guys because I knew you moved around a lot, and it'd be perfect cover for me to hide in plain sight, as it were. You know, I'm a half-elf, and that makes me a lot less distinguishable from my full-blooded cousins. And I was hoping none of you would rat me out. And I told Alfred and Quinn here, and now I'm asking you to trust me. I know I lied, and I apologize for lying. I ain't never gonna lie again. But I just want to be among your ranks, because you seem like good people, safe people to have around. And I can do my part. I can chip in. I can heal you up when you're hurting. I can smash shit up. Hell, I'm more than happy to spit roll this ball for you, with you. I'll flash fry this son bitch 6 ways from Sunday. Okay? That's it. That's my truth. Hey,
Well-
praise be, you know.
All Ulrich
Look.
says is he holds up the trotters of the boar and is like, "Do you want the trotters? They are my favourite part, though. So I just want. We can have one each if you want, but like,
He must
I would
really
kinda
like
like
you.
to."
You're well in. Sabine's just like, oh, I'm a compulsive liar, so don't worry. It's fine if you've lied. I don't care about that. But what I do care about is if you bring any heat our way. So if you do, then yeah, no, you'll get dropped real quick. But if it's not the case, then
I have been assured the heat will be a very cool heat, and shouldn't cause us too much trouble. And I want to shoot Sabine a wink outside of Owain's eye shot.
yes. Okay, yes. Mm-hmm.
Just quickly as well, you are some
I
of
hear
the
that?
most wanted people in Luxem.
I was about to say, yeah. Sabine kind of wants to mention it to Owain, like. Have you asked us if we're like
Yeah, his stuff is like a drop in the ocean compared.
I'm pretty sure I wanted in like 50 states, right?
Literally. Yeah. Sabine
5-star
just...
rating.
Yeah. Sabine just nods at Owain and just goes, okay, cool.
So allow me to cook this up for you as a peace offering. And yes, Mr. Ulrich, sir, I will take one of those there trotters, because that bone marrow, oh boy, that's good for y'all.
Good shit. All right, I'll carve it up then, or skin it even.
Okay, make a dexterity check.
I like the campfire with prestidigitation.
Jesus Christ, something came out of you then.
That's the verbal component. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, just a straight dex.
Yeah.
Or you're like, you've been starting campfires.
13.
13. All right. What? Because you're carving it with like a short sword, and it takes you a little bit. And by the time you hand it over to Owain, there's bits of hair and still on it. It's okay. It'd do. It's no gourmet kitchen, but
It's nothing the fire won't cook out.
Yeah.
Where's the lamb sauce, though? That's the
Sure.
real question.
Guys!
This ball is raw!
okay. And in terms of cooking and preparing this boar, Owain, could I get you to make a survival check for me?
Uh, 22.
22. like a professional. You cook it to the perfect degree, to the point where the meat is almost just like falling off the bone, and it's got a real nice sizzle to it. It's pretty tasty. Yeah. I'll give you all 5 temporary hit points from just like a delicious meal prepared for you.
Are we long resting? as
Succulent
well?
Succulent woodland meal.
Are we long resting as well? Yeah.
You will be, yeah. You haven't just yet.
Cool. Well, I'll just do it anyway.
Shit. Quinn feels really bad. I honestly forgot that we were wanted, and I feel really bad that I made this thing to be like super transparent, and then I didn't tell him that we were on the run.
To be fair, in the
No,
context
because
of
he came with us, right?
he would have
escaped the
got
city
on.
with us.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I remember now. Yes, he knows there's a little bit of naughtiness that surrounds us.
Yeah, he isn't like completely innocent himself, so
Yeah, it's all great.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah.
gravy.
Yeah.
All right,
Part of the
that makes
reason
me
is
feel
he
better.
knows you guys are going to be moving around a lot, so
And
Alright.
incognito. Yeah.
So as you guys start bedding down for the evening, who's going to be taking the first watch?
I'll do it.
All right, make a perception check for me. What's up?
Well, I'm just thinking about casting augury before we go to bed to really fuck you over, Nath.
What does that do?
It's basically like seeing the future a little bit, like we'll woe. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cast it as a ritual before we take watch and go to bed and stuff.
Right.
And the action we take in the next 30 minutes is long resting here, and then you can choose from the possible omens of it. Is it weal, woe, or a little bit of good and a little bit of bad, or indifferent? It's just, well, nothing really happens.
Okay. I'm just trying to get the flavor right for it.
What's your flavor?
Okay. This is actually quite interesting. So it's 25 gold pieces. So first of all, mark that off from your money.
That's my. I've got those reagents. I bought them in town, but I can.
Yeah. So
They don't get consumed. It's
Ah,
a
okay,
one-time
cool,
buy
cool,
for
cool.
these ones, so.
Cool, that's fine. So the spell itself is specifically divination, and there is only one entity that you've had any type of connection to.
Whoa.
So
Yeah.
as you cast this, you kind of get yourself situated. You place out the marked sticks and bones and whatnot. And none of you guys are aware of this, but you, Quinn, feel a coldness start to envelop around you.
Yeah.
I just need to pull something up real quick. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. There you are. All right. So as you feel this drop in temperature, you feel these cold chains start to drift over you and worm
How
their way. More than 2.
There's more than 2.
You feel these cold chains drift down your arms and slink over to the bones and kind of move them around in such a way that there is a small swirling dark vortex that you kind of feel yourself being pulled into, and there is a calm, almost like an ocean at night, completely black, but there is like a liquid form to it. And although it's calm, you can't help but feel like there is a potential presence leaking just beneath the surface.
Okay, so no like immediate sense of bad vibes from going to bed here.
Could go either way.
Okay.
Will and Woe.
Okay.
And
That's what
then
I
you
thought.
feel the chains start to drift away from you.
Mhm.
And just ever so gently at the back of your mind, you just hear a voice kind of enter saying, "We miss you," and that's it.
I shall hang up. I press the big red
No.
power button on the wall.
Yeah. So before you, as you're kind of wrapping up your meal, Quinn has kind of finished a little bit ahead of you guys, and you see him casting this, which is not a surprise because he's done it before, but you do see that there is a noticeable kind of a little bit of a sweat to him.
I'd like to think that once you've come out of this like panic-induced situation, Sabine just strolls past you like, right, I'm going for my first watch. See you later. Like,
Yes, I think we should pay perhaps extra special attention tonight. Maybe even there should be 2 people on watch. I don't know. Maybe we should be safe, but I don't think we should take any chances.
Okay, you're welcome to join me.
Yeah, I'm a bit wired right now, so yeah. Do you know what? I don't think I'm quite ready for the sweet embrace of sleep just yet. So
Right on. Cool. 2 tieflings, double dark vision.
Cool. Oh, double dark vision. They actually cancel each other out.
I'm blind.
So you're kind of sat around the fire. You two kind of go out a little bit, just so it's kind of to the back of you, whilst Owain and Ulrich kind of rest up for a little bit. Can I get you both
360? Like I'll be looking the opposite direction to the Sabine stuff.
Yeah. So at the moment, the way that it's situated is the southern coast is behind you, and you're kind of looking out towards like where Monilum would be, and then kind of where Bright Shade would be, kind of out on your northern and eastern sides. So could I get both of you to make perception checks for me?
I've got mine from earlier.
I can actually roll this one.
All right, 15.
Oh, 16 unmodified.
16. Okay. So for the most part, pretty quiet. It's a relatively clear sky. A little bit of cloud cover, but every now and again the moon kind of breaks through and casts a little bit of light on this kind of relatively flat plain. But you both almost simultaneously see about 100 feet out, just kind of almost silhouetted by the night sky behind them as they're walking across, a group of about 5 or 6 people. See a couple of them with light sources, but they just seem to be moving from east to west.
Okay, so are they going to come close to us? Sorry.
No, they're kind of heading like across your view at the moment.
Sabine, I reckon, would catch up with Quinn and just be like, do you want to keep an eye on them, and then I'll just keep an eye on everything else, just in case distractions and stuff. Yeah.
Yes, wise.
Cool. So Sabine, as you start to kind of make your way around the fire and just kind of doing like a quick sweep, as it were, Quinn, you see the group stop moving.
Okay, is our fire out? If it isn't, can I press digitate?
It is not out at the moment because it's not long after you've eaten food, and you've only just taken your watch. So you could quickly snuff it out if you wanted to. Yep.
Yeah, I'll press digitate it.
Cool. So you quickly snuff that out. You stand still for a moment. It's harder for you to see now, but you still roughly know where they were, and it helps that they are silhouetted. But you wait for a couple of minutes, and they seem to be getting closer.
Okay. I immediately wake the other guys slowly, not like Just
you don't
say,
wanna wake up
Michael
Laura
Scott
like
with the fire.
There is fire.
Ulrich, Owain, we may or may not have some company. I don't know how benign it is yet, but I would feel at ease
there's
with your
9 of
wits
them.
around you.
Cool. So after a few more minutes pass,
He wants to climb a tree.
they still they get to about 50 feet away from you.
Yep.
And
we all hide, shall we?
the group stops, but one moves forward another 10 feet.
Yep.
And just calls out to you, being the one at the front. Hello.
Good evening.
We're travelers, and I was perhaps wondering if we could share some food with you, if at all possible.
As in he wants our food, or he's going to give us his food?
Unclear.
Okay. I try and I look over my shoulder to try and find Sabine, who I presume is probably fucking hidden a million years ago.
She's up a tree. She's up a tree right now, just watching them.
Yeah,
Michael
I'm
from
just
behind.
looking behind, and I'm like, oh, I'm all alone. Glad I woke up the other guys. I will just respond with, we have unfortunately just eaten our share for the evening. Fine, travelers.
Understood. Well, how about a little bit of some social interaction then? We've been traveling for a while now, and could definitely do with feeling safe, at least for a few minutes or so.
Okay, how many of
He
them?
gets up and walks over and kind of stands beside Quinn and kind of gives him the look of, is everything okay?
I want to whisper just to Owain so the other guys can't hear, and I just want to say, how many of them are there, roughly?
At this distance,
So there are 5 or 6. Didn't you?
6 of them. There's 5 that have
Okay.
dropped back. There's only 1 that stepped forward. He seems to just have like a stick with a lantern on it.
Yeah,
Cool.
I want to say that.
I should have also mentioned that Owain walked over, absolutely big ball in them, and he's just got his hammer just on his shoulder.
There are a number of individuals who wish to share the evening with us. I have no reason to suspect they have any ill intent towards us, but you can never be safe or sorry. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions as to what our next step should be.
Well, I'm kind of hoping you're going to make it a flying visit. As you see, myself and my companions here are just about to turn in for the night, and I'm sure, as fellow travelers yourselves, you don't want a group of strangers sticking around as you're bearing down for the night.
Oh,
So we're more than happy to have some hospitality. But
of course. No, we just
Why do you
forgot
sound so
to
creepy?
just forgot to stock up on provisions. We are but holy men on a pilgrimage.
I shoot a worried glance over to Owain. Holy men, he's on the run from holy men. Can I whisper to you?
how many did you say there were?
6.
6.
You don't recognise that voice at all, do you, Owain? Is there something we need
What?
to be worried about?
Owen's going to take a quick look at the colours that they're wearing.
Make a perception check at disadvantage because you're all currently in nearly no light,
It's
apart
night,
from
right?
a bit of moonlight from the.
Just
cloud
as a quick
colour.
aside, Ulrich would like to be standing up, but like in the shadows of the fire with a hood up because he doesn't want anyone to see a big orc in the corner.
6.
You can't make out much detail. The most that you can make out is that they all appear to be wearing very dark colours. There's nothing vibrant about them. And there's like a couple of lanterns behind him, and then there's the one that he's holding up, kind of next to his face, but it's still, you're a little bit too far to make out any details.
I guess with that 6, I can't see what race he is either.
Nah, not from that distance. It's only about 40 feet away, but it's far enough that it's kind of hard to discern any details. I'll tell you what. I understand that a group of people approaching you in the middle of the night is, well, not the most endearing thing to see. How about we disarm ourselves, place our weapons over here, and we just talk for a short period of time.
Much obliged. In that case, you're my guest.
Very well. You see him kind of turn.
Oh, I was going to say, very quick aside. Sabine up the tree. I'd like to think she's done it stealthily, but she's also got her bow at the ready. So I don't think we're going to roll for any stealth checks or anything.
Yeah, sure. If you're specifically trying to hide, because there isn't a massive amount of cover in the tree, it's a bit bare, but should be enough.
That is... So it's 19 in total.
Cool. All right. Cool. So he kind of turns, makes his way back to his group. You hear some discussion, and you see that one of them pulls off a sack, and they all start putting things in there. Hand it over to the main guy, and he kind of, with his stick and this lantern, kind of walks up, kind of arms akimbo, and just kind of tosses the bag off to the sides somewhere. May we come closer?
Okay, I will light the fire again.
Cool.
There's a bit more illumination.
All right, so you light the fire, kind of. It starts emitting a healthy glow, and as these individuals start approaching, we'll take a quick break. Hello, we are back from our food and pee break. I hope you all did the same thing, got yourselves a nice little stretch going on, all that good stuff. Okay, so picking up from where we left off. So you were just being approached by these six Sean Connery, six cloaked individuals who began making their way towards the camp. After seemingly having just de-armed themselves. So what's the current situation in terms of placements of people?
I think Owain and I are kind of at the front. Sabine's up in a tree somewhere, and I'm not sure where.
Well, I
Ulrich's still at the. I like to think that we're both like the two parties are sat opposite each other at the fire, but Ulrich's still just stood next to the fire,
chomping on a bit of hoof.
He just loves those hooves.
Yeah. I'd like to think that I just kind of rolled out of bed and then like kind of slinked into the background and put my head up like in the trees. But so I'm like a visible figure, but you can't make out any of my features or anything.
Okay. So the actual camp itself is probably, you've got like, what is it, about, I don't know, about 40 feet around. So it's not a massive area. And the main gentleman approaches you, Quinn, now a little bit closer, and places out a hand. It's awfully good of you to let us join you.
As in to shake his hand, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, now he's a bit close. I go to shake his hand, but now he's a bit closer. Is there any defining features like the Owain hunters tattooed across his forehead?
No, and now that you're a little bit closer, as he reaches out the one hand, he still has in his other hand this kind of long, kind of almost like black ebony wood staff with like a lantern hanging off the other end of it, which helps apply a little bit of light to him. And you see a kind of older looking male. Atop of his head is a large, wide brimmed black hat that, unless he looks you directly in the eye, covers most of his facial features.
Wow.
Kind of quite old. There's a bit of like a tightness to the skin. Long black cloak, mainly made out of like leathers. Underneath there's this like almost like this blood red fabric, almost like a paisley like design on it. And you can see that even though he has disarmed himself, you can see that there are slots where like knives would be placed. Although like they've said that they're like holy, but it's odd to see holy people this well armed. Like they look like they're like ready to fucking go.
So okay, I take his hand then. As long as there's nothing that screams like an affiliation to anything, I'll take his hand and say, "Yes, these we find ourselves in most unusual circumstances. I guess you can join us at the fire."
The only other thing that jumps out at you is as he kind of turns to kind of gesture his group forwards. On his shoulder there is like an emblem. It's like it's almost like a black vortex with like a red eye behind it.
Would I know where that's from?
Make a history check.
Okay.
Can I check that out as well?
Yeah, sure.
15.
15.
5 plus 10, maybe.
13 for me.
13. Doesn't look familiar.
Okay, I will. Probably not very well concealed, I will say, as he turns away. I go, "Oh, that's a rather unique tattoo you have there."
Oh, so this is almost like a patch on the coat. But as soon as you draw notice to it, he kind of snaps his head back to you. His hand only just like kind of leaving your grasp, kind of like drifting off your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Creepy.
Oh, yes. This is our insignia, if you would. It's have you ever heard of the Brotherhood of the Unbroken?
Sound good.
Have I? Have I? Founded that. No. I have. Well, have I for a start? I don't think so, but...
Off of your history check, no. They
Many of us heard of that before.
You two are kind of a little bit away from the conversation, so I'd say you haven't really heard too much of like the specifics of what everybody's talking about. And
Did I see the insignia?
roll a perception check.
18.
18? Sure. You I would say that you, from your distance, have seen it. Make a history check.
16.
You have also not heard of it, or you don't recognize it anyway.
Okay.
But yes, after he kind of gestures for most of them to come, he kind of puts a hand out to a particularly tall built looking one, and Quinn, make a perception check for me, as you are the closest to them.
Worst perception. 3.
3. Yeah, can't really get any details from this entity's face.
I'm rattling through my encyclopedia trying to work out what they are.
Yeah, sure. It'd be a disadvantage from where you are, because this one is kind of like picking up the rear of the group.
Okay. Perception, yeah?
Yeah.
What's for me? Yeah.
Okay. 18.
18. It's a little bit harder for you to pick up details, but there is something almost inhuman about this figure's face. Looks almost skeletal, but not quite. There's like a shine to it, kind of getting reflected from the firelight. But he kind of holds his hand out and just says, "Just keep watch, would you? It'd be awfully nice." And with almost like a kind of sudden, swift movement, it rotates on the spot and walks away. And Quinn, even with your low passive perception, you can hear like a grinding of metal as it kind of starts to move away.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Okay, so I say, no, I can't say apologies. I haven't heard of, what is it, the Brotherhood of the
Unbroken.
Unbroken.
Yeah.
The Brotherhood of the Unbroken. Perhaps we can share some campfire stories, and you could tell us a little bit more about your Brotherhood.
Oh yes, that would be most delightful. Please have a sit down. You can tell your friend in the tree that there's nothing to worry about.
Can I completely poker face be like, I didn't know we had a friend in the tree here.
Oh, come on.
That sentence
Come on.
finishes just superhero landing next to Quinn. It's like,
Wait, Quinn didn't. Sabine was just in the forest. I didn't know she climbed up the tree.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, if you legit didn't know, then I wouldn't say you'd have to roll for anything.
No, I didn't. I didn't know she climbed up the tree.
Yeah.
She did it stealthily. So I was just like, oh,
th-
there she is. Oh, she was in the tree. Apologies.
Yeah,
I was not aware she was doing that.
This person just places a hand on your shoulder and just gives you a soft pat. It's perfectly all right. I understand you'd want to be cautious, but please let's have a seat. Be less formal, you know. So he kind of
Owen sits
gestures.
down.
Yeah, he gestures, and at this point now it's kind of like almost like you guys on one side of the fire, and this gentleman who has sat down on like a loose bit of like log and sat down on it, whereas the others, there's an elf who's almost like directly behind him, and then the others have kind of like fanned out a little bit. Some of them are kind of squatting down. They're various heights, but all have the same insignia, the same kind of style of clothing. And then the other one is kind of just kind of patrolling in the background, kind of that sound of grinding metal.
As they're approaching and we're all kind of sitting down, I want to whisper, have a sidebar with Owain and say, you're not familiar with any of these folk, are you? This Brotherhood?
These are not my kin, and these types don't have affiliation with our temple.
We shall see where this shall take us then. Quinn sees this as an opportunity to learn, so he is a little bit now relaxed, a little bit, and sits down, brings up a little cup of coffee.
You see the gentleman who seems to be at the very least some sort of leader to this troop, pull out a flask, which is it looks pretty ornate, looks very fancy, and just takes a sip from it. Not that I don't trust you. It's just rather drink for something that I've prepared myself.
Understandable, sir.
Agreed.
The coffee ain't that great around these parts anyway.
I shoot you a glance because I'm like, we're trying to set a good impression in front of our new posh house guests.
It's just working class banter, mate.
At this point, Ulrich would like to kind of not reveal himself, but will just kind of step forward into the light a bit more and take his hood off. Not really say anything, just kind of be more present in the situation.
Mm-hmm. As you step forward and you kind of like make yourself more visible, no reaction. There's not like a sudden an orc.
Cool.
merely an acknowledgement of you being there, with a slight tip of the wide-brimmed hat.
Yes, quiet.
Yes.
I just grunt.
Unless there is a goblin lurking around that none of us are aware of, this is the extent of our travelling party, I assure you.
I see. And, what exactly brings you all this way?
Can I
We're
do an
traveling
insight?
to.
Oh,
you
go on.
go.
No, go on.
You go. No, you go.
I'll roll it while you're talking. How about that?
Okay.
So what are you inciting? As to whether or not he...
Yeah, just he knew about Sabine. They didn't care about Ulrich hiding. They've obviously got something weird and wacky going on. So I just wanted to get a bead on whether what alignment he is, essentially, I guess, is the simplest way to put it.
Okay, roll insight check. Ulrich, what were you saying?
I was going to tell him, we're on our way to Monilum. I myself am a blacksmith, and I'm going there to learn a bit more about my craft. And these lovely folk are here with me because we've been traveling for a little while now, and they just, we've become kind of accustomed to one another, as it were. What about you? Why are you here? If you don't mind me asking.
What did you roll?
8.
8.
Shit.
Hard to read.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll let Ulrich lead this.
the gentleman kind of crosses his legs, kind of swishing around this canteen, and still holding on to his like staff with the lantern. Well, it seems a bit odd that you would be so far south if you were heading to Monilum. You, always been on the continent, or you were perhaps heading Brightshade? Quick pit stop?
Well, yeah, it's a long journey, so we needed to stop off somewhere, and that seemed like the place to be. To stop. Is that a problem? Should we not do that?
Oh, no, your business is your own. I was merely making sense of the direction of which you were arriving in.
Oh, I see. Where we came from. Is that what you want to know?
No, it just seemed a bit odd for you to be this far south when you're heading towards Monilum. Perhaps I'm reading too much into it. What was your question?
Like you might be. Yeah, what are you doing here? What is the Brotherhood of the Unbroken and all that?
It's always a pleasure to meet a mind that suffers from intrigue. We are on a journey, a pilgrimage of sorts. We are seeking those that are unpure, undeserved. And our journey is, it's bringing us away from this continent. As for who we are, as I have said, we are the Brotherhood of the Unbroken. We do not mix with the traditional divine realms. So, there are a few that have heard of us.
I see. Well, seems like you know what you want in life. Are you going off continent then? Is that where you're headed? Are you going to somewhere else?
Yes, we have a quick stop to do, and then we are seeking a ship away from here, following up on a feeling.
A feeling.
Isn't I shoot a glance at Ulrich? Isn't that what
That's what striking.
he's
us
been
here,
experiencing?
yeah. It's funny you should say that. I too am coming this way because of a feeling, as it were. What kind of feeling is your feeling? I feel like I said feeling too many times.
Let's just call it a sense of purpose, a drive, inclination.
Well, isn't that uncanny?
You have a similar sensation?
I do. Feel it in my bones.
Really? Where exactly would this feeling be driving you towards? It seems to be like taking a bit more of a focused interest in you.
I guess I would like to also insight him before I say any more.
What are you inciting him about?
Just his intent behind knowing my reason for coming this way and what it has to do with.
All right. Roll an insight check. Roll it.
Ooh. I'm very wise. 17.
He's a difficult man to read. There is a force of personality that, as much as you try to stare at him and like kind of read him, you can't help but just want to look away from him. Yeah, you can't really tell.
Oh, okay. That's unsettling. Well, it's a very long story, and I don't know if we have the full time to kind of go over everything. But yeah, I'm not long for this world, shall we say, and something that I feel I have to do before I shuffle off this plane, as it were. If you understand my meaning.
Yes, I suppose that I do. Would you say that you draw your strength from a being of some sort, or would you describe yourself as being just immortal?
Can I want to interject here. Sorry. But I want to, proper uncharismatically cut in a conversation like I'm doing in real life and say, when you say you're searching for those that are unpure or unclean, could you elaborate a little bit more on what side of the fence you sit on when you say unclear? So are those, with this external power, or those without that external power?
He shoots you a very strong glance, almost being offended that you would cut him off.
Oh yeah.
And
Charisma ain't my bag, baby.
Before we continue this discussion, would you be so kind as to allow me to ask one of my compatriots here to make sure that we are safe here? Don't want no unexpected guests to arrive.
What does that involve, if I might be so brazen to ask?
Are you a man of the arcane?
Do you know what? I thought about prestidigitating to go off, but then I think better of it and just simply say yes.
I see. Then just a small spell to make sure that there are not any prying eyes, people that may lurk in the shadows that I am not aware of, as one would assume. Must be careful when dealing with strangers. Don't you agree?
I say yes. Understandably, I too take such precautions, and I kind of gesticulate my ring of mind shielding in his general direction, so he gets a vibe that I too I don't like being listened in on.
It's always nice to meet malleable people. and he kind of brings his two fingers forwards to the elf that stood right behind him, who is a very gaunt, very pale-looking elf, kind of black hair tied up in like a high bun, and with these like weird kind of black etchings on their face, but with like a high collar that covers most of their bottom jawline. And you see their eyes like flash silver for a moment. And immediately kind of starts whispering into this main person's ear, who again shoots a glance straight at both you, Quinn, and Ulrich.
I look awkwardly between the three of us.
But
The elf kind
I've
of
got
steps
some
back.
on my face.
Just take my hand as a show of. It's almost from my benefit. Like I'm scared. I'm making it out to be like, let me help you, guide you through this weird magic stuff. But in reality, Quinn is like, look after me, Daddy.
Ulrich goes to like take his hand, but then just like puts it on his shoulder and is like, "Don't really hold hands."
So the main person kind of addresses you, Ulrich, and just says, "Well, you certainly don't draw your strength from any other entity, though you are tainted, aren't you? But that is not what we're here for. So we have no interest in yourself, though may whatever deity you pray to, well, take pity on you. I do not envy what you have heard of you.
I mean, I don't really give a shit.
As for you," now addressing Quinn, you travel with an extremely old and ancient artifact, don't you?
I got rid of the big book.
Well, you still have,
A different book.
but you've still got the vestige, don't you?
No, that they took that off me. I couldn't do anything to keep that.
Ah,
Come
okay.
Hell or high water.
Then I am retconning that because I thought you still had it.
No, I tried my darndest to keep it, but what's his face wasn't having any of it.
Okay, so yeah, just addresses Ulrich, and that's it.
Cool.
Well, seems that none of you are what we're after, so I suppose if you have any questions, otherwise we'll just enjoy the company.
This brotherhood. Could you just elaborate a little bit more on those who are unclean and just so I know you seem like a very formal and intelligent fellows, and I'd hate to have ever commit a faux pas that would put me in your bad books. So
that's very wise of you. We have been around for some time. We banded together when those who were undeserved of power had it lackadaisically put upon them and abused said power. And
what does lackadaisically mean? Just a quick question.
it is a word that someone of your intelligence probably wouldn't understand, but lazily, carelessly, undeservedly.
Thanks.
Yes, that's all right. Please do keep up. Now, after seeing one too many people commit atrocities with such powers, we have taken it upon ourselves to impose a sense of judgment upon these people and make sure that they aim to do right with the power that has been dropped in their laps, and if they don't, well,
Straight up murder them.
if you want to be barbaric about it, yes, but we make sure that they are purified.
So you kill them dead. That's I mean, don't use fancy words. You kill them.
If needs be, yes.
Oh,
Hmm.
sounds fair enough.
And am I to understand that you judge what would be considered the right use of said power?
I believe that me and my brotherhood have been around long enough to know what is good and what is evil in this land.
Sounds like bullshit to me.
Yes, well,
Tomato, tomato, my friend.
a simpleton like you would not understand what we're doing. Genocide, massacres, abuse of power, that is evil. We strive to snuff that out.
That's
What
very
are your,
honourable.
What are your thoughts on the leadership of Luxem then?
No, we do not have any time for greater politics when there are more unpure things in the world.
Shame. There's some real bad shit going on there, but you know.
So, such as what other bad things in the world? You have my interest.
I mean, I literally just explained it to you.
Yes, I know, but I need specifics.
He's sassy, I like him.
There's definitely an air of impatientness about having to talk to someone who doesn't quite grasp what he's saying. Imagine, if you will, an individual who has a great entity, a fae, a fiendish entity, anything like that, bestow great power onto them for a mere bargain, for control of that person's soul. Do you really think that is something that should be left unchecked?
I mean, what people do with themselves is their own business. I think, you should probably lay off.
It
a
is
little
the
bit.
business of others when it involves the murder of others. Unless you are someone that abides by the killing of innocents. And then I do believe I would have to take an interest in you, my friend.
Well, no, I won't kill someone who doesn't deserve it, but if they deserve it, then I'll probably kill them.
It's at this point that the flame inside the lantern is like growing darker.
Yeah, I want to jump in and say, let us not get bogged down in the semantics of deservedness. There is, it's a topic for another day, perhaps over a whole day's discussion. We are all weary from traveling.
All right. I'll go take a crap then. I'll see you in a bit.
That's something very deserving, yes. Would you, gentlemen, happen to have a pamphlet or a leaflet or direction to any kind of further reading so that I might educate myself about your endeavour?
It's very kind of you, but nothing quite like that. I suppose if you ever find yourself in Black Lance Sanctum, then by all means seek us out there. We're always looking for brave, pure folk to help out the cause.
Black Lance Sanctum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and two further questions, and then we can talk about much more enjoyable topics. Let's leave our work blazers at the door. Whereabouts would Black Lance Sanctum be located?
Well, to the very north, just before you get to the... Looking at notes... The Ardosa expanse. It's a little bit out of the way, but you may find yourself there one day.
And when I do hopefully find ourselves there, who should I say welcomed us or provided us with this information? What can I refer to you by?
My name is Brother Ostenza. And you are?
Quinn. Thank you for
Just-
your company.
Just Quinn?
Quinn, indeed. Yes. I like to think my actions identify me as much as my name does.
Yes. It was a pleasure to meet you, Quinn.
Now, how about that airplane food?
Well, I believe we've spoken enough. And you can hear the grinding of metal as the large, imposing figure comes towards them with the satchel of items that they had put in there. And
upon seeing that, Owen kind of grips at his hammer by his side a little bit tighter.
Oh, do not worry. If we wanted you dead, we would have done it long ago. And as he kind of rotates his staff around, he clicks something, and a massive scythe blade springs out from the stick. But you never can be too careful. But today, you've certainly shown that you're trustworthy, if not slippery.
Yeah, I mean, approaching people in the dark, asking to camp up with them is a bit weird. But you seem like you are in the right place. And that scythe, where'd you get that from? I want one.
Yeah, it's pretty dope, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I had to kill a rather unfortunate being who had ties to the hells. It was a shame, but, well, he sought to corrupt. Couldn't let that slide. Anyway, safe travels. And he turns and starts walking away, but the main figure, or the main kind of imposing figure, as he starts to turn away, it kind of looks up above this bit of fabric, high collar, and as it does, you do see just a skeletal metal face with these bright red eyes, and it just kind of
The Terminator.
I mean, but it just rotates and starts walking away, and they all slowly skulk off into the night.
Well, I shit my pants. That was horrible.
That was a bit strange.
They are men and women on a very profound and pure mission, I understand.
I get the
It didn't
feeling
feel very pure for me, I'm just saying.
this will only apply to one of you, but if anybody is proficient in Arcana, please do make a Arcana check for me.
Come on, Rice. Dice. 23 in total.
Oh, boy.
23. So a few things throughout that caught your attention. First of all, being the spell that the elf cast seemed to be detect magic, although it was different in some way. Kind of not corrupted, but seemed unbalanced in some way. The lantern seemed to have some sort of magical essence to it, but you are not familiar with what it was exactly. And what he seemed to be describing, from your knowledge anyway, typically speaks to what a warlock would do. Making bargains and accruing powers, not necessarily always going to people of just nature
And a good cause. Yeah, that makes sense.
But yes.
Again, Sabine, you got magic, right?
Yeah.
We haven't talked about how you've got that in character yet.
No.
No.
But
Mental note for Quinn. Pop that in the to-do list.
So, left a little bit on edge. You
Yeah.
I know. I think they were very powerful and just individuals. I couldn't think of a better cause than stopping genocide.
Well, yeah.
I mean, he didn't seem to be too interested in Luxem and everything going on there, but whatever.
I mean, I don't know about you, but he seemed like a very odd gentleman. Bit strange if he was right and upstanding. I don't know.
The trickiest of jobs require the strongest of wills, and perhaps that shapes an individual that we would find unusual.
To be fair, I suspect real evil people probably come off as quite like nice and sweet and lovely, whereas the good guys can come off a bit funny sometimes. So maybe it's all right. Maybe we're just being silly for no reason.
In a continued tradition of transparency, I would very much like to find the sanctum at some point on our journeys.
Yeah,
That's
maybe we
good.
can have maybe he can freak us out and do some more weird shit around us. I'm up for that.
Well, let me put it another way. I'd very much rather be on their good side than their bad side. So at the very least, showing some patronage gives us some leeway. Then that would be the worst outcome.
Yeah, I don't think I want to snipe up my ass.
No, not that thing. Should we finish our watch? Do you want to go back to sleep? Ulrich?
That would be a good shout. Yeah, I'm pretty knackered.
Owain? Cool. I might go back up by tree. It was quite nice up there.
Yes.
Cool. So you all start to bed down for the evening. For the rest of the evening, or the next kind of hour or so that you're keeping watch, nothing else seems to transpire. As you kind of climb back up there, you do see them moving in a more northwestern, kind of more western direction, speaking that they would be heading towards the valley that you had just crossed through yourselves. But nevertheless, it's a quiet night, and you all have a long rest, get your HP back, your spells back, and you wake up in the morning, and I guess that is where we will end this session.
Ooh.
All right.
So we will begin next session, just you guys finishing off your journey to Brightshade, and then hopefully we should have an extra person joining us. Cool. Right.
Awesome.
Well, that actually went rather smoothly.
Yeah.
So, thank you for everybody that did join in. Sorry, it's not as interactive as what a regular stream would be on here, but until we can meet back up in person, this is just the easiest way for us to record and get everything synced up. So, yeah, unless anybody has anything else that they want to mention, I think we covered everything at the top. I guess we will all see you in the next Szechuan.
Szechuan.
GG.
Yes.
Indeed.
I don't think we have a sign off, do we?
No, it's peace be with you, obviously.
Absolutely not.
Praise be to Yevon.
Praise be to Yevon.
Praise be to
Love
Yevon.
for all of us at Dungeons, Dice and Dudes.
Yeah.
Much love.
All right. Well, see you all later.
Peace with you.